everybody, and welcome to Bard Shots. I'm Luke, your humble bard and game master. Tonight we're weaving a tale of tragedy, horror, and what happens when humanity is left in the darkness. We'll be playing 10 Candles by Cavalry Games, a haunting improvisational game about a group of survivors in their final moments, trying to make sense of a dying world. The lights have gone out, and they, those that hunt in the dark, have come. What you'll see tonight is one of my favourite systems to run, a game that thrives on emotion and shared storytelling. Some of our players have walked in these shadows before, while others are stepping into the flickering light for the very first time. We'll talk through a few mechanics as we play, so you can follow along as the story unfolds. But before we step into the dark, let's meet the survivors joining me tonight. First we have Becca. Lewis, G, Johnny, and last but certainly by no means least, Connor, the masochist of the group who's returned for another game.
I'm here to hurt.
Absolutely. If you are all ready, let's dim the lights and step into the game then. So, 10 days ago, something or someone blotted out the sky. Now, no stars can be seen, all communication with satellites has been lost, and the sun no longer lights up the sky. 5 days after this anomaly occurred, they came. No one knows exactly who or what they are, but two very important things are clear. They fear the light, and they're coming for you. Following their appearance, terrified humanity lit up the world, causing large-scale blackout. Now those who are left cling to dying generators and unreliable flashlights. The city is quiet now that the evacuations have emptied the streets. The world is dark, and you all have stayed behind. A group of scientists, researchers, and the muscle to protect them. Volunteers. The sky is black and they are prowling in that darkness. Someone's got to stop them. Someone's got to figure this all out. And that someone is you. Professionals in your fields, bunkered down in a small lab off of Main Street. No answers yet. Just more questions. Infuriating. Maybe if you had one of them to examine, perhaps if you could get to the library one town over, the largest in the state, it must have some kind of answers on those shelves. Or even perhaps the old observatory in the mountains. But it's clear you've learned all you can here, and the lights have begun to dim. The generator is on its last legs. It's time to move. They are coming, and if anyone can figure out what's happening, it's you. You are all currently still in the lab. The smell of antiseptic is clinging to the air, quite sharp even though the stench of diesel and sweat is undertoning it. This was once a doctor's office. This place has become your refuge though now. A makeshift lab held together with scavenge tape and sheer will. Fluorescence lights are flickering overhead. That flickering is getting more frequent now though. Shadows are jumping across cracked tiles as the generator is coughing and wheezing in the next room. Shelves that once held patient files now sag with scavenged tools, dwindling food, and half-empty vials. You've all been here about a week, and the walls are starting to close in. So, feels right that we start with one of our scientists here. Johnny, or should I say Robbie? Why don't you tell us a little bit about Robbie, what he looks like, and maybe what he's doing at this moment in time while sort of gathering these last few supplies up.
So Robbie is a 40-year-old bioengineer. He's about 6 feet tall, got quite an athletic build, looks after himself in all his spare time that he has because he doesn't have a family. He's got, salt and pepper hair. He's got the sort of silver fox look going on. His hair's a bit messy though. He wears glasses, and he's just been fully focused on his work his whole life, and he will be stressing, trying to maybe look over the bodies of people that may have been taken by them.
Okay.
To try and discern what he can from them and see if he can learn anything.
I mean, this sounds like a call for a first roll if ever there was one. If you want to roll, you have a dice pool currently of 10. So if you roll that dice pool and let's see what you find. For anyone watching that doesn't know the rules of 10 candles, the players will start with a dice pool of 10 shared between them all. As they roll, if they are successful, they get to tell us what they find. If they roll any ones, they will lose those dice from the scene. But their dice pool will refill as we go along. But yeah, if you roll 10 dice, Johnny, and let's see what you get.
Here we go, guys.
Full success, no dice lost. Bloomin' heck. Isn't leaning into the tragic horror the way I wanted it to. No. UK, Johnny, over to you. You tell me, as you're looking over these bodies and trying to discern some final bits of information before you're leaving, what, if anything, you find?
It seems like they kill quick and usually from behind. Natural predators, maybe, that would stalk somebody. You have to be very aware of what's going on.
As you are looking over those bodies and finding this information, seeing the wounds that are clearly quick, let's move over the camera lens over to our other scientist, Becca, or should I say Mirror in this case.
Yeah, so Professor Mira Harrington is a very well-known astronomer. She was, before the world went how it is, how it's gone. That was in a previous life. Now, she is just very obsessively, constantly looking for these stars that have gone. The sun that has gone. She's mid-30s, dark hair. She's pretty gaunt. She has bags under her eyes. She's unkempt. Who needs to brush the hair in the middle of the apocalypse?
Absolutely valid.
Yeah, and she is probably, before we go, just making sure that she has the notebooks that she needs, because she has a plan for when she gets out of here. And just to make sure she doesn't leave anything behind, and she's maybe triple checking some of her astronomical readings, mainly to do with the solar flares.
Okay.
That's what she specialised in.
Yeah, absolutely. You can absolutely collect up your notebooks, those bits and pieces. You probably start to figure out quite quickly that you might have to leave one or two behind, maybe the older theories, because you know that you're not going to be able to carry too many things without it slowing you right down.
In which case, she would ask one of the volunteers to keep her safe to also carry some of her stuff.
All right, in that case, let's go over to one of the volunteers. It feels like as good a time as any. You have two volunteers with you. I think one's probably going to be much more wanting to help than the other, though. Let's hear from them both, and then we'll decide. We'll let you guys decide between yourselves who's going to carry extra equipment with you. So, Connor, or should I say, I'm going to go with Charlie first. You can introduce a nickname if you want to go by that. Tell us about your character.
Yeah, I'll take the book like without question. I'll just kind of stop what I'm doing for a second, put the book in the backpack. The backpack is probably full of other people's things, and I'll go back to kind of putting this dog collar around a handle of what is a blowtorch. I'm hoping that's part of something I can take, and that's kind of the only thing I'm keeping for myself.
Okay.
I am Charlie Felton, but they call me Fingers because I'm hopefully handy. Ex-military pilot, but not in some kind of super soldier way. Just always there to help and try and get people out, probably at my detriment 90% of the time. Very disheveled. People probably think I'm suspicious because I'm a bit broken physically and mentally. I look quite untrustworthy, which is kind of a big weakness because I'm always trying to do the right thing.
Right. Yeah, you take the books, you add them to that. You can absolutely have a blowtorch, that's fine. Put those bits away. wrap Colonel's collar around the blowtorch. And as you're doing that, and as you take the book, let's move to our other volunteer here. Lewis or Jonas, do you want to tell us about your character?
Jonas is 5'9", dark long hair, kind of greasy, deep tan where he's been in the sun for most of his life. He has kind of fallen into doing this and helping. He's usually a farmhand, so he's just a guy that lugs stuff around. I think currently I would be by the generator and trying to figure out how much time we have left before we need to get moving. The guys can stick to their books and their science, and I just want to know, how long do we have? How long have they got to pick up all their rubbish before we have to get going?
Absolutely fair. It sounds like another roll to me. So if you want to roll, you still have 10 dice in the dice pool. So let's see what you get. Another full success with no dice lost. Roll 20's working against me. No, great. Yeah, you tell me then. Looking over the generator, you don't have a lot of time left, but how much roughly do you think you'd have?
I'd be looking over it and tinkering with bits and using experience that I've had before on farms. And there's a few minutes, if that. It's gonna cut any second.
Okay. As you figure this all out, let's go to our final character here, G or Jesse. Let's hear about what Jesse looks like and also what they're doing at the moment.
Yeah, so Jessie is the youngest of the group. She is a typical edgy 18-year-old, which seems out of place with this group of professionals and volunteers. But Jessie is a very kind of bolshy, on the edge of adulthood. So, you know, she's old enough to be considered an adult, but definitely naive enough to not consider herself that.
Yeah.
She's got blonde hair, brown eyes, freckles, and she's wearing, you know, Converse ripped jeans, an oversized band t-shirt of a band she's probably never heard of, and like an oversized denim jacket.
Yeah.
And she is there because she has had an experience with them and survived to tell the tale. So she's kind of like a test subject in this situation. The scientists are trying to kind of work out how her experience can further their research.
Yeah.
And Jessie considers herself to be an amateur filmmaker. She was studying filmography before she ended up in this dump, and has been kind of recording these guys' efforts over the last kind of, well, the time that she's been stuck with them. And I think she's probably with Jonas, and I would expect that she's kind of like leaning against the wall, like waiting to hear the verdict of like how much longer she's got to suffer in this dump of a laboratory before they can get out back into the world and she can capture some more videos.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll pick up then in that scene then with you and Jonas. So Jonas, you just figured out you've got a few minutes left.
Are the others ready? Do you know? There's maybe 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Why? I'll go check on the nerds. I'll go see if they're ready or not.
Tell them to hurry up.
Will do, boss. And I'll scurry in. All right, nerds, pack up your stuff. We got 2 minutes tops, Jonas said. You gotta be quick, or we gotta get out of here.
Robbie will just ignore her and carry on doing what he's doing. Stop obsessing over his work.
Yeah, fair.
Rude.
Mira acknowledges it, but just with a look, as she continues to pack and just handing more books to Charlie. She refuses to call you that ridiculous nickname.
That's fair. I kind of feel like I already know that just from you looking at me and giving me books without asking. I will try and I'll call Robin like, hey, you know, you just heard we haven't got time. If you want to put stuff in the sack, then I'll carry it just so we can get going. We haven't got long.
Yeah, okay. And he just turns to a desk and he just picks up singular USB stick, even though there's nothing that he can plug it into, and he just puts it in his pocket and just says, "I'm ready to go."
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna walk out to meet Jonas then, and kind of give him a bit of a nod, like, we're going. I guess we don't obviously have different backgrounds, but I guess we're quite similar people in the sense of trying to do the right thing, trying to solve something without really knowing what's the right, being in control of it.
I think we probably should leave before we're in darkness. Is everyone ready?
Mira's still at the desk. Still
Mira.
working.
Mira. Hello.
Just one more minute, please.
We
Just
don't have a minute.
I need to make sure this is right before we go. I have to make sure that everything is right. Are we coming back here? Are we coming back here?
We're not coming back.
Hope not.
Right, well, just one more minute then, please.
Can I look at a watch? I'm hoping I've got some kind of wristwatch.
Yeah,
I
of
just
course.
want to know. I just want to know the time. Hopefully, it's analog, not digital. and obviously, I don't know what month
It's a
this is in or
smartwatch.
season, but
Out of charge.
yeah, I want to look at my Mickey Mouse Clubhouse
Absolutely.
2019. And
Please don't come for us,
yeah,
Disney. Yeah, you
Or
Mickey Mouse
do.
Clubhouse. Yeah.
and I'm going to look at the time and trying to work out. I kind of lost track of the seasons we're in, but whether it's going to be dark when we leave or not.
You look at the watch and realize quite quickly it's a moot point, really. The world has been plunged into darkness by the sky being blotted out. It will be dark no matter when you leave. It doesn't matter what time it is. Though it's probably about, looking at your watch, it's about 3 or 4 in the afternoon of whatever day it is, because you've lost track as time's been plunged into darkness.
I'm just gonna kind of break the screen on the watch and leave it behind on a mantle or shelf of some kind.
Sure, absolutely.
While we're waiting for Mira, I'd like to start flicking the lights on and off.
Without you even touching it, the lights do start to flicker on and off regardless. For about 10 seconds they drop. There's a moment of brief hesitation as you're plunged into darkness, and then they just come back on. But then yes, you are more than able to turn them on and off. Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I'm coming. Fine.
Where are we going? Have we decided where we're going yet?
I know where I need to go. I would have told you that I need to get to the observatory.
Anyone got any better
In the
ideas?
mountains. I mean, I may have found a pattern. The problem is, because of the generators that are failing, the digital copies don't exist anymore. At this observatory, there may be an analog record of what I need, what I think I need, that may actually answer something. I can't really say what yet, but I need the analog copy.
I could really do with going to a proper laboratory, and I need to get hold of one of these things. But if you think you've got the answer, then I'm happy to come with you, as long as there's the opportunity to maybe study these things along the way.
Well,
yeah.
I know I'm not the person in charge of it, but surely going into a forest, into a mountain with no light is not a good idea.
We have some light, and she holds up like a torch that is barely lit.
I'll kind of look around the room and like, yeah, I've said my piece.
I am looking over at Jesse, hoping that I'm going to get a translation of whatever they just said.
So, Lady Nerd wants to go to the observatory, and other nerd wants to go to a laboratory, and lovely Charlie thinks it might be dangerous to go in the woods.
I
Does that make
got
sense?
that bit. What's the analog stuff? Do you know any of that? What?
Oh,
She's looking for a book.
Yeah, like something that's not on a computer.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a
I'm
there's a
just keen
chance.
to get out of here. So
There's a chance that there is a paper and pen information at this observatory because the stuff on the computers isn't working anymore.
I like
Come
that
on,
idea.
Mira, there's no need
Let's-
to be patronising.
Says someone
None of
who's
us-
just calling us Lady Nerd.
I mean,
I mean, look, it's been a while, and I know we don't get along, but you're only here for one reason, okay? And it's because you've survived whatever that is.
yeah, I'm not here by choice.
Let's not argue. It's not worth arguing. Like, let's just do the right thing. If we get you to that observatory and you get the pen and paper, all the documents you need, how is that gonna? Is there a cure with this? How are you gonna change the sky? What are we doing?
It may not necessarily change the sky. It may not necessarily fix this, but it may answer why it happened.
The lights drop out for 20 seconds.
We're gonna have to go.
Ready to go.
Let's just figure this out. Who knows the best way to the observatory? Do you know the way there, Mira?
Would I know the way there?
Oh, this sounds like a roll. I will get you to lose dice. Yeah, if you do a roll, you still have 10 dice in your dice pool, so fairly good chance
Okay.
you can decide. So yeah.
Right. Please forgive me, I'm a Luddite. How do I roll on roll 20?
It's all good. On your
What do
character
I need
sheet
to
on roll
do?
20, there's the big dice icon next to where it says 10 candles. You click on that, it should then ask you how many dice you've got.
It does look like a logo.
On your
Yeah.
character
You
sheet.
realise it's a button.
Do you know how to get onto your character sheet?
Yes. Aha. Yes. Right. And how many we got?
10. You've still got all your dice at the moment.
Oh, for God's sake, I've only rolled one. Hang on. How does this work? It's only letting me select 6 at the most.
So on your character sheet, as opposed to on your dice, on the dice at the side, there's the dice icon
Yeah.
at the very top.
Got you.
Yeah. And then
Okay,
if you
okay,
click your
okay,
10
okay,
into
okay,
that,
okay,
it will...
Okay, right, hang on. Oh my God, I really thought I had this down. I am so sorry, everybody. I'm sorry for anyone watching at home. This is probably very boring. Right, here we go. Character sheet. Big dice. Got it.
Yeah.
How many? 10.
Yeah. And don't worry, the good thing about filming this in advance is that I can edit things out. Full success, no dice lost still. For God's sake. You tell me. Oh yeah, 4 6s. Blimey heck. You tell me, Mira. You can tell me whether you know the exact way, what's there along the way, whatever you want.
I think, being an astronomer, I would know, if not the exact location, a very good rough approximation
Okay.
of where it is. It is in the mountains. It's not too far. It is out of the city, but luckily this city is not too far from the mountains.
We're gonna need to move faster than walking speed, though. We're gonna need to maybe find
Yeah.
bikes, because I don't think any motorized transport still functioning. But we're gonna need to seek that out.
Fast and quiet. We need to be fast and quiet to get there in time.
Are we needing all of those books?
Yes.
Moving fast and books do not work in the same sentence.
Well, there's 5 of us. Maybe we could just share the load of books. I need all these books. I cannot stress enough how much I need all of these books.
I'll take some of the books off of Charlie.
Okay.
Lighten the load on him.
I do
Thank you.
have some of the books as well. I am not just shirking our responsibility of these books, by the way.
He knows.
I don't believe that. No, I do believe that.
Lights
We'll
are just flickering again.
Probably just pat his pocket and be like, "Who needs books? Go on, let's go and find some bikes."
Okay.
I think me and Charlie would probably head out first.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You all head out of the lab onto the streets. It's eerily quiet since everyone has basically left, besides whatever these creatures might be. But as you go out, obviously there is no light source. Are you doing anything to combat that? or just walking blindly into the darkness?
Torches.
Yeah, torches. How many do we have again? Sorry.
You've got 3 torches. They have. This was all given pre-session, just for anyone watching. You've got about 3 torches. They've all got probably about half battery life left. You have got some batteries that are partly charged. How well, you're not sure. You'll find out as it goes on, I'm sure. But enough to replace them at least. You do also have a few candles and a half-filled box of matches. But yeah, you can go out with your torches first and foremost, which gives you some light, enough to potentially stave them off if they come trying to.
Can I
look for you.
when we kind of leave the laboratory into the city and see that it's dark? Can I kind of look back at the group and kind of point out to use a candle and light that instead? I don't want to speak because I don't know the situation as soon as we leave this laboratory.
Okay.
So I'm kind of indicating with, hopefully I've got a candle to be like, we use this now. And obviously I can't do this through sign language, but we use the candles in the forest and we use the smaller light source in the city.
Sensible thinking.
I light a candle. Yeah.
Light the other candles off that candle. Don't waste any more matches.
That's what I was going to say. Smart thinking.
Props.
I came up with a plan. Nothing. The guy's like, yeah, just reuse it. It was like, that's brilliant. So
Yeah, that was smart. That's why he's a scientist.
I'll look at you all like, guys.
What do we see
yeah.
immediately when we come out? What's in front of us? What we're looking at?
Immediately with the sort of dimmish light source that you have, at the moment it's just empty streets. It doesn't look like it's overrun with anything massively. It is eerily quiet. You can just hear the wind whistling through these streets, the buildings. There's nothing much of note as you're briefly looking around, at least immediately.
Can I turn to Becca? I can't remember. Is it Mirren or Mira?
Mira, Mira.
Mira. Okay, cool. Sorry. Yeah, I turn to Mira and say, obviously, you know the way. Do you know if there's any offices on the way? Maybe there's a bike shed outside.
Yeah, probably. We do have to go like through the centre of town to then get out onto the more rural path. So yeah, probably.
Centre of town.
Is there anywhere we could get weapons?
Hardware shop.
Probably. I mean, it was quite a thriving metropolis, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. What way? This way. Start heading off
Okay.
quietly.
Go.
Kind of swear. Yeah. He's gone in the right direction.
Instinctually knowing where the mountains are. Yeah, you start heading through the town. So there's a couple of things that it sounds like you guys are looking for. We'll get to different people to roll. I think one of which is bikes or office buildings with bike sheds out front. The other is a hardware store. Who wants to do the roll for the bikes? Let's go with that.
I don't want to fail. I don't want to lose the first dice.
Hey, it was your idea.
3 successes. It can't be me. Okay.
Yeah, you said bikes.
So yeah, you've still got 10 dice. So even if you lose a couple, it's not that big of a deal.
Cool.
True.
Oh, I lost 2. Had to be me.
You still
Had to be me.
succeeded. You didn't fail.
Yeah.
So yeah, you succeeded. I was gonna say you failed then. You succeeded, but you've lost 2 dice. So the next person that will roll the dice pool will roll with 8.
Sorry, G.
Charlie,
Look at you.
though, you are looking for the bikes. You describe me. What you find along the way as you're walking.
I'm hoping to find. I'm looking in, like, I guess, moonlight or whatever natural light source there is. Maybe use light pollution to kind of see where these skyscrapers are, big kind of buildings, and then look on the ground. Maybe they're tucked away in alleys for a bike shed of some kind outside, there are like big glass buildings at the bottom of these tower blocks to look in, maybe they have some kind of like bike rack inside, and I'm looking for that. But I'm very much kind of trying to lead and get the group to follow close, like low behind cars, not just open in the street.
Yeah, easily then. You, helmed by Charlie, you walk down some of these streets, trying to remain ironically in shadows, I suppose, but with a light source to keep yourself safe from the darkness, but hidden enough that you're not immediately visible as you're walking down the streets. As you approach the finance district of this city, there are down some alleyways nearby some bike sheds, a few of which you can see where the wheels have been nicked, but a few still remain there, untouched and unblemished. I'll let you decide, Connor. Do you want them to be locked up, or do you want them to, so you've got to do something to get them out, or do you want them to be unlocked and ready to take?
I tell you what, like we'll find 4 that are in like perfect nick, and they've kind of were put there before everything went to hell. There'll be one that's kind of, you know, beaten up, and I'll use that blowtorch to try and like take away the chain that's kept it in place, and I'll happily distribute the bikes straight away to like the closest person and give them the good bike every time, and then I'll kind of take my blow the candle out and start working on it to kind of very quietly get rid of this chain.
Sure, yeah. So the other 4 of you, you get given pretty nice, pristine looking bikes. They probably haven't been used. They maybe got ridden over to this district once or twice before the world went to shit, and then left behind abandoned ever since. Charlie, with a blowtorch, you make fairly quick work of the chain, taking it off, so you're able to take it. But yes, you have some form of transportation then. And then we're looking for a hardware store, is that right still? Okay, whoever wants to then, if you want to roll, you've got 8 dice.
G, you said it.
Go on, G.
Yeah, G, you said it.
Okay,
Oh,
success. Only 1 dice lost, so the next person that rolls with 7 instead. You started to see why this game.
I thought I said lost dice 7. I was like,
no, I probably would have prompted you the abilities to re-roll some dice if it got to that point. No, only 1 dice lost. But yeah, G, you're looking for a hardware store. You can tell me what you find, whether it's a hardware store. You can tell me what you find in the hardware store. It's over to you. It's up to you.
Cool. Yeah, I think whilst I'm waiting for my bike, I'll just kind of be like looking around at what else is around in this area. And then I think I spot like a little sign that just says like Jerry's Hardware, and I'm like, ha, bingo. And I think once we've all got our bikes and we head over there quietly, I think the door's like unlocked, the windows are smashed. I suspect it was probably raided quite sufficiently at the start when people were looking for stuff. But I think maybe there would be like a handful of hand saws and like small little kind of like chisels and things that are easy to pick up, small enough that we can use in like melee kind of experiences. If that makes sense.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense they'd be left behind, as they're not obvious weapons. It's stuff that you'd really have to think about, really. And probably with your encounters with them, you've probably thought quite a few times about what you would do if you needed to get up close and personal with them. So yeah, you find a few hand saws, these chisels that will provide you some protection, even if you've got to get up close to get them. Okay.
Well, I'm taking the sharpest screwdriver I can find.
Valid, yeah. Yeah, find what you need to. Okay. Got these supplies. What are you doing next?
I guess we should head to the mountains.
Is it a long journey?
A few days. I've only ever travelled by car before. And even then that was a few hours. I imagine it's going to be a lot slower on a bike. We'll need to rest.
we're going to need to stick to the road as well, which might be a problem if we're going to use the bikes. but it is the quickest way.
With my success, am
Mhm.
I able to find like some rope and maybe like some tarpaulin that seems to
Absolute-
be just folded up into a little pouch? Cool. Okay, I'm taking the rope and the tarpaulin. We've got cover if we need to camp.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. I can't remember last time I ever camped. I don't think I've ever
Maybe
actually camped.
rough
You'll be fine.
kind of camping.
Okay.
And if it comes to it, we've got books for fire.
No, I can't.
I like your thinking, Jonas. Yeah.
Oh, right. It was a joke. I
It
see.
wasn't,
Well,
but
Mm.
I'm just gonna head off.
Yeah, fair.
When he walks off, I'm just gonna look at him like he means well.
but is he joking or not? I really couldn't tell.
I don't think that
Yeah.
matters.
Mirror, it wasn't a joke.
What? Fine. And she'll start push walking with her bike. She hasn't got on it yet.
Before we leave the hardware store,
Yeah.
can I just have a quick scan around it to see if there's like, a shovel?
Of course you can. That feels like another roll to me. 7 dice in the dice pool. We'll get you guys off this scene.
Can you find me a hammer, please? With your
And
roll?
maybe an axe for me.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, fire axe.
No. This is all separate rolls.
Oh.
There, we'll see. Failure.
Fail.
Oh
Our first failure.
Oh,
You did roll 2 ones within that. If you want to use either your vice or virtue to potentially re-roll those ones to see if you can make it a success, you can. If you're happy to fail and move on from this scene, you're equally fine.
I'm happy to fail. I
Okay.
didn't need the shovel. It was just a nice idea.
You fail. For those who don't know 10 candles, when you fail a roll by not rolling any 6s, the scene that we're currently in ends. A candle gets dimmed, and we go into, first of all, a round of truths about the world. So, we'll go around in a basically a circle. The first truth of the world, which I always state at the start of this: the world is dark. Johnny, you failed. We'll come to you first. You give us our first truth about the world, or anything around it.
Mira knows where the laboratory is, but her concept of time is a little bit warped, and it is a lot closer than what she thinks.
Okay. Mira knows where a lab is. Fine. Connor, let's come to you. Give us another truth.
Just for clarity, are we making these up on the spot?
Making them up on the spot. It's completely
No,
improvised.
okay.
Yep.
Had to ask. I was like, there's not a truth in my character sheet.
No. It's whatever in this moment from what we've either established about the world or whatever you want to add to the world, you make up.
Are we based in the US?
Yeah, most things are written US based, so yeah, I'll go US.
Yeah. States are completely cut off from each other. They're not helping each other with the resources there were, and crossing a border is very dangerous.
Okay. Lewis, let's come to you.
there are other people a couple of blocks away from us.
Okay. Mira, let's come to you.
It actually hasn't rained in the past 10 days either.
Right. G, let's come to you.
It's a well-known fact that on this trail up to the observatory, there is a little hunting lodge that people use to stay in when they are traveling up and down.
Right. I've got to think of one now. The people a couple of blocks away have guns. Johnny, we'll come back to you.
The world, although is dark, isn't quiet, and we have heard them. Maybe not recently, but in the area.
Yeah.
And then it's just a strange guttural sort of noise that they make after they've successfully taken someone out.
Okay. Connor, we come back to you.
As an ex-pilot, I know that there is a like kind of private helicopter, a small helicopter that not all of us could fit on in the city on a skyscraper, and it has fuel.
Okay. Okay. Lewis, we'll come to you.
The observatory has lots of people there.
Right. And then our final one will come to you, Mirror.
This one seems a little happier, but there is a gift shop at the observatory.
Cool. If we get there, maybe you'll get a souvenir. Okay.
Maybe.
There's a gift shop at the observatory. Okay, I'll run through our facts just for anyone who wants to keep up with them. The Mirror knows there is a lab. Their concept of time is a little bit warped, but it's close by. States are cut off for each other. Crossing borders is dangerous. There are other people a couple of blocks away. Hasn't rained in 10 days. On the trail, there's a little hunting lodge that people used to stay in. The people a couple of blocks away have guns. The world isn't quiet. These creatures make a guttural noise when they take someone out. Charlie knows that there is a private helicopter on top of one of the skyscrapers. It has some fuel in, but is quite small. The observatory has lots of people in it, and it also has a job. Final truth of this world is that you are still alive. And then we'll pick back up then. So, you found all that you could in the hardware store. No shovels, no axes, and whatever else was asked for. I think a hammer I had at one point. But you are armed with the small melee weapons that you have and your bikes. You are starting to make your way away from the hardware store and what's there. So I'll throw it back over to you guys. What are you guys doing as you are leaving from where the hardware store is?
Mira.
Hmm?
I promise I won't burn your books without your consent. But if it does come to it, what else is going to keep us warm?
I'm sure we could find plenty of other consumables. And she just kind of gestures to the apocalyptic world around us. But I get your point, and the books will be the last thing to burn if we want to get the answers.
Sure. Just head down, keep going.
Mira is very unsteady on a bike. It has been years since she rode a bike. Very,
Yeah.
it's quite embarrassing, really.
Is there something wrong with the bike? Do you need help? Do you need me to check anything before we head off? It's a long journey on the bike.
No, it's fine. I can do it.
Everyone else good?
Thanks, though.
That's okay.
As we're going down the street, beelining it towards the edge of the city, just imagine we're looking down all the side streets as we
Mhm.
go in, and maybe catch a glimpse of these other people. And we'll just say, did you see them? I'm pretty sure there was a man down there with a shotgun.
But aren't we one of the last ones? I thought there was an evacuation. I thought.
Obviously, some other people lingered.
We didn't evacuate.
No, I know that we stayed for a purpose, but do you know if there was anyone else, any other kind of what we are? Saviors? I don't know. Any others behind?
Did you just say saviors?
I couldn't think of the right word. Okay, I'm nervous.
We go and see. We go and see them.
You want to approach a man with a shotgun in a world like this?
It's another survivor.
Why
Or
don't
what are we
we-
going to do? Ask him for a trade for Mira's box?
That's a
Whoa,
good
no.
Or that
No.
camera.
It was sarcasm.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That's
Why
the
would-
thing. Do we have
If
stuff to kind of?
anything happens to us, this camera has got all of the evidence captured on it. This will be the thing that survives all of us. This is going nowhere. Thank you very much, Charlie.
I kind of want to like bite back and be like, who's gonna read this? Who's gonna watch that back? Like the people that murdered us. But I don't. I just kind of hold it, and I hopefully it's conveyed that I'm just holding back, and I'm like, yeah, you're probably right, and I'm gonna be like, well, should we head to the observatory as we plan to do?
I think going to have just a look quietly at who was over there may be a good idea, but no approaching, just in case. They might be friendly. They might be people like us. They might be people like you who have smarts and stuff.
Yeah, fine. Send the young one though. They're not going to shoot an 18-year-old.
She's not going by herself.
There's no way I'm letting that happen.
Fine. Just don't split too much. Make sure we all see each other.
So
Okay.
why don't we all go and some hang back just so they can see us approaching? Mira, you're probably one of the ones that should stand back because
Yeah, absolutely. I'm standing back.
I'll come. Let's go and have a look.
we'll start heading over. Quietly. Hopefully.
We'll soon see. Yeah.
At mention of the camcorder, I think at this point I would like to take it out and record a little bit. I think I know how much battery is left in it.
Yeah.
It's not very much, so I'm not gonna just be like,
Yeah.
recording anything and everything. But I think I'll have it ready at the point that I think this will be good to capture.
Okay.
I'll then turn it on and start recording. If that makes sense.
Yeah, makes perfect sense to me. Okay, you start to head down one of the alleys that Robbie saw to find where the survivors or these other people are. As you are, Robbie, you've kind of identified yourself as somebody that's looking around, trying to figure out what's going on around you a little bit more than maybe some of the others. As you look back in the direction that you've come, just to make sure you don't spot anybody other way, one of those office buildings, not that far away, you see some lights flicker on. That's all.
I'll just point that out. I'll look at the rest of the group and just be like, did you see those lights? And I'll point up the window.
You all see it.
Yeah.
Can we use if we've still got a candle lit after riding bikes? Kind of like keep it in front and like do that to kind of try and do some kind of gesture to see if they'll do it back.
Okay. Yeah, Morse code style. All right. Give us the first roll of this scene then. You have 9 dice in your dice pool because the dice go down every scene. I have dice now, though, in my dice pool. I only have one, so you're probably going to succeed against me. Let's see.
All
You're
right, you
gonna
got this.
out-candle me.
Got it. You got
I
it.
might do. Okay. You succeed. You succeed with 3 6s, so you're absolutely going to get the scene. You've lost 2, though. Let's just see what I would have got. A 5, great. Okay, so we're down to 7 dice in the dice pool, but you've got 3. Connor, you tell me, is there a response as you try to sort of do Morse code?
Yeah, I'll kind of like sit behind the car as soon as Robbie says about that, and I'm going to kind of raise a candle up and just kind of do this. I don't know Morse code, so I don't know why I thought of this, and kind of wait and look around and be a bit tense, like clear sweat dripping of like this could be a bad thing.
Yeah.
And then eventually, what feels like forever, they do signal back and they respond the same way.
Yeah.
All I've asked, kind of is, are you there?
Yeah.
And they respond back. So I know it's someone who might be on the same wavelength as us.
Absolutely. Yeah, there is a response.
I'm going to look at the others and say, well, they know Morse code, so they're at least smart or, prepped.
Do we want to make our way up a building to find out who it is?
Do we want to do this?
You guys are the smart ones.
I, if they've signaled back and they've not just come and packed us and taken all our gear, I would have no problem going to investigate. We're probably going to die at some point anyway. We're outside.
No,
Dark.
let's not do that.
Keep your voice. I'll be like, look, and kind of point at the 18-year-old and be like, that's not what we need. That is not what we need.
The truth.
You
Practice
might
fact.
be like outside touching grass for the first time in God knows how long because nerds and stuff, but I have people to live for. So I'm going to.
I love Jonas so much.
But we're not going to.
I'm going to start walking towards where Robbie said that the guy with the shotgun was. I'm going to keep heading that way.
Okay. Jonas heads off that direction. The building is the opposite. The rest of you, what are you doing?
I think I'm
I'll
gonna
follow.
like hurry after Jonas. Go, whoa! Let's hang on a second. Let's not be so trusting of these people around us. They're not going to do us harm. Let's also not forget my experience of them, as in the things, not them. People. I don't know who those people are. Like, we've got to be on guard, and I think, they might be helpful, but they also might not be. So maybe we should think about this a bit.
I'll take a deep breath. And if there's a car nearby that is close to me or somewhere I can just sort of lean my back against.
Yeah.
Sort of squat down and just take a moment.
Okay.
You're right. I'm not gonna sit and listen to someone tell me we're all gonna die when I can't.
Yeah, I totally get that. I also want to live like the next person, but right now we've just got to make it through the next hour. So let's not be hasty. Can we see the people from where we are behind this car? If I peek over the top, can I see the people or not yet?
Let's make it a roll, shall we? You have 7 dice. Okay. Succeed. Only with 1 dice though. That's... A 1, great. I don't lose my dice, thankfully. Yep. So you succeed, but you yeah. That's the way it works.
Favoritism.
To myself, absolutely. I'm always going to back myself. Okay, so you lose 1 dice, so we have 6 left in the dice pool. You tell me.
Okay, so yeah, I do see them. And what I would like to do is I would like to take out the camcorder.
Yeah.
And I'm not recording, but I'd like to zoom in on the camcorder to see if I can get a better visual of what they are doing. From
Okay.
I assume that there's a light. They've got a light source going on. That's how kind of
Yeah.
Robbie saw them. So I kind of want to just like use the zoom in to see if I can get. I understand that the camera's going to go a bit blurry if I zoom it too far, but.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know what's going to happen. I'm trying to like cover my own back here. You're like, you zoom in, but you can't see anything. No.
No. I'll let you see some stuff. Don't worry. Yeah, you zoom in to the point where you can see enough detail without it going completely blurry. You see two men. They must be probably in there, from roughly their height and the few details you can make out, you would have thought in their 30s or so. One's carrying a rifle, the other one is carrying a shotgun, as was described. They are looking from building to building, aiming their weapons. Only one of them has a torch that's starting to flicker. He's holding it almost like a sight to his shotgun as he's looking around. They both look quite panicked, from what you can tell from their behavior and their body language. And as you're zooming in the distance just behind them, that guttural noise that the creatures, that you know the creatures make, you hear it.
I slam the camcorder closed, and I'm going, Jonas, we are out of here, and I'm just gonna like drag Jonas back to the rest of the group, kind of signaling, we gotta go.
What? I heard that too. Mirror.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You hear shots starting to fire in the distance, but where they are.
Well, let's move then.
Are we going to the observatory, or we're going to your office building with the people that do the flashing lights? Decisions. Someone.
I think we need to just
The-
get as far away from it. Observatory.
Yeah. Observatory.
Go.
The shooting stops. The guttural noises get louder.
And now, let's go.
Okay, you start to head out. Out of the city, I believe I heard, yeah? We're not staying. Cool.
Yeah.
As we're going, I want to look behind and see if I can see anything.
Yeah, roll me some dice. You have 6 left in the dice pool.
That's not a lot.
For success.
Ooh.
I got another one. Okay. You tell me what you see.
I think I see complete darkness.
Yeah. Overwhelming, oppressive, obsidian darkness is flowing from where those people once were. There's no point staying. Whoever is in that building is not going to be long for this world either, you don't think?
So we have weapons. We're on our way. Is there anything else we need to stop off, or do we have everything that we need if it's going to be that long of a journey?
Apart from food.
Let's just ride. We're never going to be prepared enough, otherwise this wouldn't have happened to us in the first place. Let's just get as close to the observatory before we have to stop.
We're worried about food.
Yeah.
We head out of town. I'm sure there'll be a rest stop or a gas station that we can try and maybe find some food in. But let's just put some distance between us and that right now.
Yeah, I'm
Got
pretty certain there's a
rations.
couple of gas stations on the way.
I'm going to veer over to Jesse. What did you see? I know that the noises started, but what did you see?
Well, I saw two men, and one of them had a shotgun, and they had a torch that was beginning to flicker, and they kind of were looking up round. They kind of looked a bit panicked, but the sound was I don't think there was anything we could have really done in the situation. I think the sounds were too close. Got in there, we would have been fixed. I think maybe they're just, maybe they stayed behind, laid low, or maybe they've come back in, and the watch on the borders and whatnot is just a little bit less strict. Yeah. But no, I think sad as it is, I think wasn't anything we can do. We can't dwell on bad things that happen. This is just our life now. It's fabulous. I'm not bitter whatsoever. Let's go.
You guys start making your way out of the city. Is there anything anyone is doing as you start to ride out of the city?
I think Mira is constantly looking up at intervals. Clearly, there's nothing there. There's nothing looking back, but that doesn't stop her to the point where she veers off a couple times off the road or kind of stops to look. She gets very, not necessarily easily distracted. She's well aware of the situation, but it's the obsession of the work and always looking for something, always looking for a next clue, always looking up. Yeah.
Give me a roll. You guys have got 6 dice, I believe.
6 dice. Okay. I'm sorry, gang.
Yeah, you succeed. You lose 1. You succeed with 3 dice.
Okay.
As Mira is looking around, do you think there is anything that she does spot or see?
I think that she will spot signs of the evacuation. There will be abandoned cars, abandoned people's belongings on the roads, as well as bodies. There'll be bodies that she sees. She's never really seen many, and she still isn't used to seeing it. It'll be uncharacteristically odd for her to stop and not really stare, but not like in a morbid fascination way.
Yeah, kind of curiosity maybe, as opposed to a little bit of reverence for those that have lost their lives. But yeah, as you start to leave the city, and as you look back and look around, as you're leaving, you're starting to see that there are lots of cars along these roads. It's going to be a bit of difficulty navigating through because cars have just been abandoned on the way, even with all those evacuations that they supposedly happened out of the city. There's a lot of bodies around. Wonder how many people maybe truly got out. As you're glancing at the sky and you look back for a moment too, maybe just back for the city for one final look, you see the light of that building that wasn't far off the edge, the one that Morse coded back. It flickers and then drops. The city's back in dark.
You know, I used to really hate light pollution, and now I kind of miss it.
I know what you mean. Have you seen these bodies? They're all, and I've been looking at them as we've been trying to still work out how these people died as we've been going along, looking at them. And I noticed that the majority of them are face down, like they've been chased. They didn't see their death coming. It's just like pushes me on really we need to get through this. But looking at the roads, I don't think these bikes are gonna be the best idea right now. We're having to like swerve around all the vehicles. Do we stay on the bikes and push them? Maybe get past this traffic.
I would be busy looking at the bodies for 2 people in particular. So not paying attention.
Give me a roll. You've got 5 dice. You succeed. We lose 1 dice. You tell me, Lewis, if you find the 2 people you're looking for in particular.
I do not. And that kind of gives me some hope.
Yeah. Probably enough to bring yourself back into whatever conversation is happening after a cursory hunt.
Robbie, sorry. What did you say?
I was just saying we maybe need to hop off the bikes and try and get around this road blockage with them. The bikes are hindering us at the moment.
I agree. Slow and steady. We don't know what's behind any of the cars at any moment. So, yeah. And Mira looks like she's going to fall off any second. So,
On
I ignore that.
on our way out,
Mhm.
I don't know if this is worth a roll because
Oh, it
it
will be.
would be obvious if it's there. Obviously, this is a main road out of the city.
Mhm.
And I've not been to observatory. I'm hoping that there isn't a sign that says this is a different state.
It is going to be a roll. I'm not making that an obvious thing. Absolutely. You have 4 dice.
It's a big sign saying "Welcome to."
Yeah, 100%. You have 4 dice in your dice pool.
Sorry.
It's going to happen to all of you at some point. You're all going to lose a scene at
You
some
got
point.
this.
So do
You got
not
this.
worry. Complete success. You tell me, Charlie. Is there a sign for a state?
Yeah, whilst everyone's looking at the bodies, looking for particular people, or trying to stay on the bike, I'm kind of going to look over the car wreckage. Kind of a sign should be quite high saying that you're in a new state, and I'm looking for that because it's weird that we're on this big evacuation kind of road and there wouldn't be a direction to observatory or whatnot. So there will be, but there will be a big sign telling us that it's this way, so many kilometers to
Yeah.
this next city. So we're in a new state, should we say?
You're in a new state. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not going to give that information because I feel like we
Okay.
all know the politics of that before it all went wrong, and I don't want to give more bad news.
Yeah, Charlie, you spot there's a sign that's saying that you're going to be crossing into a new state for the observatory. Others, if you look around, you will also notice it, but it's maybe, like you say, an open secret you will keep to yourselves. Who knows? Yeah. What are you guys doing?
would go on.
I was just gonna say, as we continue heading down the road, I'm just looking out in the darkness to see if I spot any of these gas stations,
Yeah.
especially now we're on a main road.
Yeah. Can you give me a roll then? You have 4d6.
4d6. That's fun.
It is fun.
Hey.
Full success. No, no losses either. You tell me.
So yeah, I do. We maybe head slowly a little bit down the road, and you just see the shape of what looks like, an old, the big balls that they have in America over the gas stations,
Yeah.
like with the numbers on, catching a little bit of light,
Mm-hmm.
and there's maybe somebody or something in the gas station already, or there's a light been left on that's flickering.
Yeah.
And the windows of the gas station look to be broken, so it already has been raided, but we might find some supplies.
Absolutely, you might. Yeah, you will all see this as described. The gas station, not that far from you. It wouldn't take much to walk over there. Potentially also a rest that you might all want as well from trekking a little bit out of the city, and quite speedily on bikes at one point. You see a light inside, smashed windows. You'd have to get closer to see if there's anything potentially in to stop along the way.
Is this another occasion where one person goes a little closer just in case there is someone in there? I mean, I know we've been in the lab, but have people gone feral or not? Is it every man for themselves anymore, or is humanity still being helpful? Like, if we're going to go in there, are they going to try and kill us and steal our things? What should we do? I feel very much out of my depth here.
I think, and I don't do it often, but I think and I know that I trust all of you here. And I think we should remember that at the end of the day, we all trust each other. We all know each other. We should stick together and stay loyal to that. Anybody else comes secondary to us.
Which might be the case for somebody else as well.
No,
So
I
they
appreciate.
would have no
that.
hesitation to kill us.
I'm not saying we have to kill anyone.
No, that's not exactly what I was getting at. But other people have guns, as you saw.
We just take it easy. Hey guys.
Take it easy.
We're
Look
safe
at what has
here.
happened. The past 10 days have been hell on earth. Take it easy.
As this argument's unfolding, I'll just look to the other two and just say, look, just stay here with them. I'll go and have a look. I'll be quiet. And I'll just start walking, duck down
Okay.
towards the gas station forecourt.
Okay. Are you like everybody else? Are you happen or are you
I
following?
would look at Charlie as if to say, "Are you going with him or am I?"
I'm an old man. I'll go. I've got nothing left to lose. You're still looking for your people. I'm gonna walk. I'll try and follow his pattern.
Okay.
I don't think I would have creeped, but
I'll notice him behind me not being very careful, and I'll just sort of turn around and just be like,
yeah, okay, all right. And I'm eating my Werther's originals as I.
Of course, yeah, naturally.
Follow his direction.
The only thing that will be left at the end of the apocalypse.
We were hoping to be sponsored by
Charlie.
the large shots.
Thank you. You're truly doing the Lord's work for me. Thank you very much. Disney and Werther's, there are two sponsors for this evening. Okay, yeah, you guys start creeping forward towards the gas station. You're able to do so. There are enough cars that are sort of littering this road out and up into basically the gas station. As you get close and look around inside, or at least look from a distance inside, you can't see any movement or shadows. The lights are on and bright in here, actually. Whatever generator they had, still clearly working. You can definitely see that it has been raided at points, but it doesn't mean that you won't find anything in there. So what do you do?
so I'll just gesture back to Charlie to follow, and I'll go to the broken window,
Mhm.
and I'll look through it
Mhm.
into the area with the lights, and I notice as I approach that the glass has smashed outwards, not inwards.
Mhm.
And I'll just peer in,
Okay.
and have a look what I can see.
Sure, let's make it a roll then, see if you see much more than that cursory stuff. You have 4d6.
Feels like the longest scene ever with this. How little dice we have.
I know.
That's the fun part of it, full failure. There is a 1 there. If you want to use anything to re-roll, you are welcome to, Robbie. If your skills, any of your skills line up to it.
I am really focusing
Mhm.
on trying to get as good a view into this as I can. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna burn my virtue.
Uh,
And do I just roll
yeah,
one
you just
again?
roll 1d6, but just for everybody's benefit, for those that don't know your character, what is your character's virtue?
Focused.
Focus. Yeah, so you focus really hard, peer in with a lot more depth from that cursory glance. Yeah, so if you roll If you just put 1 in the dice question.
Fail.
Okay, still a failure. Okay. What's meant to happen? A candle goes out. Close that scene. Please again.
Sorry, guys.
Both failures been yours so far. It's all good. It happens. First truth of the world, as always, is the world is dark. Connor, will start with you. Truth about the world.
I know what happened to the people Lewis is looking for. I don't want to give him the bad news.
Okay.
He's described them enough for me to understand that I saw these civilians when it all went wrong.
Perfect. Love it. Lewis, let's come to you.
There is someone who is desperate in the gas station.
Yep. Becca, let's come.
There was a delay in our particular city's evacuation.
Okay. G.
There's a higher chance of them coming after you if you're in a smaller group.
There are still some perishable supplies left in the gas station. Johnny, we come to you.
There are from the window that was broken.
Mm-hmm.
There has definitely been an attack by them at this gas station, and the broken glass was from one of them leaving through the window.
Okay. Okay. Connor, background to you.
The people in the observatory are bad people.
So if you get there then. Lewis, yeah, over to you.
One of the cars that we are near still works.
Yeah. And then Becca.
God. In the gas station, there is definitely some gluten-free bread for Mira.
I love these. It's just the final one every time.
Styrofoam anyway.
I know. I say that as a celiac who is terrified of the end of the world and I can't eat.
That's
So
absolutely valid.
There's not batteries, there's not a machine gun, but there's definitely some gluten-free bread.
Well, I mean, that's the thing that's left behind.
That is the
right?
perishable item left behind. It does kind of track that would probably be left behind, to be honest.
That's why we got.
The bread's so shit, it doesn't mold or anything. Like.
That's why the guy in the gas station is desperate.
Absolutely. Okay. Let's run back through those truths then. Charlie knows what happened to. Charlie knows what's happened to the people Lewis is looking for, or Jonas is looking for, I should say. There is someone that is desperate in the gas station. There was a delay in their city's evacuation. There's a higher chance of them coming after you, if you're in a smaller number of group. There are perishable supplies in the station still. There was an attack that happened here. The glass being broken is from one of them leaving. The people in the observatory are bad. One car nearby still works. There is gluten-free bread in the gas station. And finally, you are all still alive. We move into the next scene then. So, we'll leave the two by the gas station for a moment. And we'll go back to the other three because there was we were mid argument, and Jonah's probably trying to navigate that. So we'll pick back up with you three. Your two associates have gone towards the gas station. Are still alive at the moment, from what you can see. What are you three doing?
I think Mira's going to be getting not tetchy, but you can tell that she isn't glad that we've stopped for so long out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we should be heading soon. I don't think it's a good idea that we stop off at every single building that we seem to be walking past.
But what if they find something helpful?
And what if they don't, and we just waste time?
That's fair. But
I don't mean to sound so horrible. I was picked to do a job, and I'm trying to do that job.
I understand that. But we still need to survive.
True.
Whilst I'm saying this, I'm going to be looking around, just kind of pacing, just keeping eyes on the petrol station, and as far as I can sort of see down the road, just to make sure that nothing is coming anywhere near us.
Okay. First roll of this scene then. Your dice pool is now 8. So if you roll that, let's see what you got. I've got a dice pool of 2. Full success, no losses. I did succeed as well, however, it will go in your favour at the moment. We got the same number of successes, but at this point of the game, you guys get the advantage. You tell me what you see.
I'm trying to look over at the petrol station, and knowing it's a little bit too far away with how dark it is, I think my eyes would dart around, and I think I would be sure that I saw a little bit of movement.
Okay.
Just off in the distance down the road.
Okay.
Get down.
What?
Down. Get down. Get down. Down. I think I just saw someone or something. Just that way. Just down the road. I don't know what it was, but it moved.
Or was it someone or something?
I know that you are very clever, but when you see something very quickly, I don't have the brain capacity to figure that out.
Right. Okay.
What do we do?
You want? Can you not use your camera thing again?
Oh yeah, does my camera have night vision on it?
We're gonna make this a roll. So you've still got 8 dice, so let's figure this out.
I was gonna assume it wasn't, but
This camera's
Yeah,
crazy.
Hey,
Don't
we'll
get.
see. You might have been able to scavenge some crazy shit.
yes,
And no, yeah,
Yes, it
of course,
does.
full success, no losses. Yeah. If you want it to have night vision, it has night vision.
Okay, great.
Incredible.
This is great. So yeah, okay, I'll pull it out. I'll press the night vision button, and I'm gonna go. Where did you see it, Jonas? And just try and see if I see anything in the night vision. This ruins everything for you.
It doesn't ruin everything for me, no.
I can see everything. I'm all powerful.
No, there's a fun thing when one person can see a lot of things. It's what I like about people with very high passive perception in D&D, because I can fuck with them before everybody else. So you might regret that. Jonas, how far away roughly do you think it was quite far away that you saw the movement?
I don't think a very long way away, but kind of at the edge of where I'd be able to see with the light of the garage, and us not having a lot of light sources or anything on us.
Yeah, that's fair. You guys are a little back from the gas station. I'm going to say, looking through the... Actually, I should make this a roll, shouldn't I? If you roll 8d6 again, you still have a full set of dice. Even if you lose some, that's fine. And then you can...
Hmm. Should you make it a roll though?
I should make it a roll. Otherwise, we'll be playing for like 20 hours. Yeah, it goes in your favour. So, Jesse, what did you say?
I'm invincible.
What's it?
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna die so quickly, mate.
Yeah, get ready for the TikTok clip of I'm invincible and then the character death.
Okay, so right, the first thing I have a mechanics question anyway
Of course.
before I get into this. So obviously, when we were writing, you know, all of our like vices, virtues, moments, and brinks, I obviously wrote for them.
Yeah.
So I know that information, right?
Yeah, you know that information. Character knows.
Okay, I see a very, it's a very human-like, like being out there. Just one. And I think I'm seeing it look like it is kind of struggling in the dark to like it's using the cars and things to kind of walk its way up towards the light. It's making its way towards the light, I think. And I'm seeing it kind of using, it doesn't have any light source on it, doesn't have anything on it to help itself. It's just kind of batting around in the dark, making its way over.
Absolutely.
Oh god. How far are we away from the other two?
A good couple of minutes sprint.
And by they're going towards the light, do you mean the light of the gas station?
Yeah, I kind of imagine it to be like we're here and they're moving that way, and this thing's like diagonally moving in a
So it's not moving towards us necessarily.
I think no, it's lights. It's going towards the light source.
Can we get their attention? Can we get them? Can we warn those two somehow? Like a rock? Throw a rock at them, maybe? Do we?
Do it, Jonas. I trust your aim.
Yeah, you'll bet. Yeah, you. I can't throw for shit.
Yeah. I will look around, see if I can find a rock. Is that a roll, or can I just find a rock and then roll on the throw?
You can find a rock and then roll on the throw.
Okay.
My
Find
night
a
vision
pebble.
camera shows you there's a rock right by your foot.
In high
Beautiful,
definition,
perfect.
4K, there's a rock in night vision over there. Yeah.
How many is it? Is it 8?
It's not high definition. It
Yeah,
goes
no,
blurry.
absolutely,
Zoom.
that's true. Yeah, it's 8 dice you've got left.
8.
We're never going to leave this scene. It's cool. Yeah, you tell me, Jonas.
I throw as hard as I can and hit the car closest to the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
So it would make quite a tinging noise.
Yeah.
Great. That's good.
These guys are not going to know that that's you.
We'll see. Okay. We'll pause on you guys then for a second and go back to our boys at the gas station. We'll pick this up a few moments before the rock throwing is happening. So I think the last thing was that Robbie, you'd figured out that something had broken out of this. Someone or something had broken out of this gas station, but you couldn't find much more in terms of detail. But we'll pick back up with both of you and whatever you guys are doing in these few moments.
Charlie, we go inside?
Do you want me to go first?
If I would go first, but if you want to.
You literally might find a way out for humanity, for all I know. I'll go first. Is there a door like next to the windows, like right next to us, or?
Oh, absolutely. There's a door right there.
I'm gonna try the door because I am 62 and I ain't climbing windows, and I am just going to turn it very slowly to not make a sound.
Okay.
Ironically, as what's about to happen next with a rock being thrown at us, and I'm gonna kind of like slowly push it in, almost trying to hold the door up from the floor to move it.
I mean, let's see if it's locked first. So if you roll 8d6, you got, because everyone did really well before.
8d6, right. I'll take it.
Yeah, this game's never going to end. Okay, yeah. You get to tell me what's going on with the door.
You think this is your 10 candles?
Yeah, I know,
It's
honestly,
our 10
yeah.
candles. It's when you die.
That would be my final comeuppance, to be fair. Many of my players will absolutely congratulate you.
I'm gonna kind of hold the door up, trying to keep it from kind of making any noise, scratching anything. I'm gonna slowly push it, and I'm gonna go in as well. And I'm actually gonna kind of slowly be like, "Hey, is there anyone in there? Is there anyone in there that we don't want any trouble? We just saw the lights on."
I'm literally right on Charlie's shoulder. Like when I said he could go first, I'm like literally like my hand is on him. I'm breathing down his neck, like because I don't really want to let the old geezer get too far into this petrol station on his own. I just, can you see anything, Charlie?
I'm 100% imagining the scene from Ghost now when we're doing pottery together.
Just opening a door together instead. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. I don't see anything from Mia. No one's responding either. And I am gonna kind of fully open that door.
Yeah.
And stay against the wall, the closest wall.
Yeah. As you
and I'll hold up my torch, blowtorch.
Okay, blowtorch.
Not lit. Okay. I don't have a weapon, so I'm using it as like some metal thing.
100% absolutely valid. Yeah, you open the door, you have, though it's illuminated in here, like you say, besides raided shelves, a couple of bits down the corner in the gluten-free section seem to still be there, but otherwise...
Oh, let's leave. There's nothing here.
It's not worth it, no. Otherwise, this looks pretty ransacked, and as you said yourself, no one is currently responding to you in there. You can see a door on the other side leading to potentially a back room. That's on the other side, but as you are looking both in this tense moment, waiting for someone or something to respond, you hear the tinging of metal and the crunch of glass behind you.
Shit, what was that? And I'll turn around to make sure that Charlie's not having a heart attack.
Wow. Can I roll for a heart attack?
You can if you want. If you fail, it's not going to be good, though.
I'm absolutely fine. My condition is fine. I'm not stressed.
Do not die of natural causes.
No. And it's all thanks to Werther's Originals, which is what keeps me fit in my age during a pandemic. Yeah, I'm gonna look back at Robbie, and like that wasn't from in here. I don't think.
It's definitely from behind you.
Yeah. Can you see any movement? Is anything moving out there?
I'm looking at the next door. I can't see. You're closer to the exit.
I'll peer back round. I can't see anything, but I think we should move further in case something comes barreling towards us.
Just watch our back. Maybe it's them. There's no way anyone could have surprised us. We would have heard that. Maybe you heard nothing. And I'm hoping to go towards the next door and very much carefully try not to tread on anything that can make noise.
Oh, and then I'm gonna roll.
Okay, fair enough. I keep forgetting I'm
8 dice. Still.
8 dice.
Finally, you lose 1 dice. You succeeded though. Yeah, you tell me, do you step on anything as you go through? Or are you completely dainty-footed around?
As I go to knock on the door, I'll step on a piece of glass, but I knock at the same time to try and hide it.
Okay.
And I'll wait when I'm holding the handle, just in case someone tries to pull it back.
Ollie, what are you being so polite for? Just open the fucking door.
As you step on that glass and knock the door, you hear a high-pitched scream. We're going to pause on you. My others, your 2 friends, have just continued into the gas station, even with Jonas's amazing signaling. that figure that you can only really see shrouded in shadow is still stumbling somewhat towards the gas station. It's a little ways out at the moment. Not for long.
In our whilst we've been researching, and I know it's not my area of expertise, so I've probably been ignoring it, but do we know, are these things, could we attack that thing if that is one of them?
Let's roll for it.
I'm asking the group, but
let's
Oh,
roll to see what
God.
you found out in general. We can open it up then to the group in general, but you have 7d6.
I haven't researched shit.
I didn't succeed. Okay. Success, but you lose 2 dice. You tell me. Of what Mira might have taken in at least.
Probably not a lot. She is only caring about the stars, but I will ask that to Jonas and Jesse. I'd be like,
Yep.
have you spoke to Robbie about any of this? Has he mentioned anything? Like, he's been looking at the physicality of them, I guess. I really should pay attention to what other people are doing, shouldn't I?
I don't listen. I kind of zone out when both of you speak.
Jesse, come on.
Oh, all right.
You're arguably the expert out of all of us about them.
Why, thanks. Yeah. I
Not
was
in
gonna
a good
say,
way. No, just
yeah, I mean, if it's coming for you, like it's gonna attack you, then I would probably say yes. But right now, all I can see is a human-shaped body stumbling around in the dark. I'm not gonna run over and potentially hurt something that doesn't need.
So it might not even be one of them. It could be another person. Just a normal, average human being stuck behind like us.
Just like any of the other people in the world potentially stayed behind. Could be human, innocent, could be them.
We have a choice to make. The guys have gone into the gas station, and there looks like something either human or whatever heading towards them. So we either head to the gas station or we head towards that thing and not just sit here and be passengers in what's about to happen.
I mean,
Yeah,
we've got
fine.
more chance of being safe if we stick together in a bigger group. If we let those two just be the two of them, they've got more chance of getting attacked. So let's just try and stay as big a group as possible. That's what I was trying to get at when I was trying to corral the troops earlier, but you guys weren't interested.
I agree, fine. Let's go to the gas station. Fine.
I assume we can see that nothing bad's happened to them. Like, if it's lit up, we can see them through the windows in the gas station. So I guess that would probably give us some.
Let's see what you see. You have 5 dice.
Wait, how many do I have?
5.
Oh no.
Hey.
Have you rolled anything but a full success so far? Yeah, full success.
I told you.
You tell
I'm
me.
invincible.
I know, clearly. Final girl, Jesse.
Yeah. I think
First to die.
yeah, I think we do see them. I think there's shelving in the way, as a typical gas station would be. There's shelving with like a few odd bits and bobs. The gluten-free bread's there, and I think we see them kind of go behind them each time.
Yeah.
But we see them pop their heads out each time, and like we don't see any other movement.
Nope.
And I see them at the door at the other end go to knock.
Yeah. It's fairly quiet around, at least at this moment in time. I'll say that high-pitched scream echoes to you all. Faintly, but still.
That was definitely Robbie's scream.
Yeah. I agree. Let's go.
We need to go quick.
Okay.
Is that a truth?
We'll find out when you fail your rolls. No, Okay.
We start shifting. I want to be keeping an eye on where, if I can see the individual, them or human, whatever it is,
Mhm.
going towards the gas station while we're moving. I want to be in a position that I can protect the two that I'm with if anything bad's going to happen.
Okay, you can absolutely be in a position where you are up front with the girls behind you. It's not really. We don't really need a roll for this. You're keeping track of where it is. It is likely going to approach the gas station before you guys do, though. But it might give you a better visibility of who or what this is. We'll pause on you guys as you start to make your way to the gas station. What over to you? You've just heard a scream behind them.
As soon as I hear that scream, I'm gonna look back at you, Robbie. I'm gonna really tightly grip that dog collar on the tool, and I'm gonna, with like a grimace on my face, I'm just gonna barge that door
Okay.
and hope it goes open the first time.
Yeah. Let's roll. You've got 5d6. See if you can get
I
through.
should have described the rest, and I'd have to do one roll.
I probably would have made you do multiple rolls. So yeah, you have 5 dice in your dice pool still.
Fuck.
Okay, succeed, 1 loss. You tell me if you get through the door.
Yeah, I barge straight through,
Okay.
and I just run at the closest open space. Like anywhere I can move,
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to swing.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay, you run in swinging. As you come in through the door, it's in darkness, complete darkness in here. You run in swinging with the blowtorch and you just meet air. However, as you do, you trip over something. As a voice calls you, going, "Leave me alone, please, please, leave me alone, please, please."
Can I see? I can't see who it is as a fall.
Not unless you put a light source on.
Okay, I'm gonna. Well, I guess I fall over them and kind of like instantly try to get myself back up, and call Robbie in. Robbie, I'm calling you straight in.
I'll hear this geriatric stumble and trip and a voice going, "Don't hurt me." I'll go, "What the hell is going on?" And I'll follow in, and I'm presuming that we would have had the light sources spread amongst us,
Yeah.
so I'll light up one of our very few remaining bits of torch.
Yep. As you do, and you point it towards one, you see a fallen Charlie on the ground. But next to him, you see a young woman, very early 20s, if that. Greasy brown hair. It looks like she hasn't been able to wash in days. Bits of wrappers and stuff strewn about. Not much, mind you. She looks gaunt, more gaunt than Mira does. It looks like she hasn't had a proper good meal in a good lot of time. You also see that her clothing is ripped in various places, and there are different types of lacerations across her body, some of which do not look in a good shape. She is shaking quite violently as this old man just trips over her, swinging a blowtorch. As you do the light, she kind of strains her eyes, puts her hand in front of it, going, "Please, please, I haven't got anything. Please, just leave. I'll be, please."
We're not here to hurt you.
But they're coming back. They've got to be coming back. Please.
You survived? They attacked you?
She sort of looks down at herself as her eyes are starting to adjust to the light enough that she can kind of move her arm away. Yeah, I managed to barricade myself in before. At the expense of everybody else.
Why the hell were you screaming? Why the hell were you screaming?
I thought they were back. Please, though, they were watching this place.
I'm gonna look at Robbie and be like, what do we do with this?
I know. Look, you look like you haven't eaten in a few days, and I'll walk back into the garage and I'll grab the gluten-free bread and I'll give
Great.
it to her.
She doesn't deserve it. She is a good person.
Oh, woman.
Ah!
This is the second game that we've had where you've shouted they don't deserve this. There's gonna be a clip. It's weird that it's happened
Consistent
twice.
across every
Yeah,
game.
absolutely, every campaign. Yeah, you hand the gluten-free bread. She takes out a couple of slices and starts chewing it very, very slowly. She hasn't eaten properly, so is needing to eat it quite slowly. And we know how much chewing gluten-free bread takes.
I'll just turn to Charlie and say, I really didn't want to eat that. So, I've done us a favour there.
You have. Thank you. Are they
What's your
out
name?
there? Were you followed? What did you say?
What's your name?
Rose. What are
Rose,
your names?
I'm Robbie.
Okay.
I'm Charlie.
Okay.
And our friends are outside.
Okay.
So they will let us know if anything is coming.
Do you have anything to protect yourself other than this locked door, which wasn't locked?
She just looks around briefly. There's not really much around apart from scraps and pieces. She goes, no, when I thought they left, I just made sure the lights were on, and I thought it would keep them away. At least enough.
They're starting to flicker.
What should I do?
You can come with us if you want to.
Robbie, make me a roll. You've got 4d6 left. This is to determine whether you think she's in a good enough shape to come with you.
Do we not get extra dice because we've got an extra NPC with us now?
No, absolutely not.
Johnny!
Johnny can't roll anymore.
Wow. Whoa.
I mean, Johnny, you do have your vice left. Equally, Charlie, if you want to use or burn either your vice or virtue to try and re-roll that one, you can.
Let's see what I've got that would work for this.
If anything feels thematically appropriate. If not, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't want to just do it, but I haven't really got anything that would make sense.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah, I also don't. Yeah, I don't know. I actually am as lost as Connor as I am as Charlie because she knows worse for wear. I know I'm not in good physical fitness to look after more people.
Yeah.
And she doesn't seem to have made any of the right choices up until now. And so I'm a bit scared for her, but I'm also scared to lose more people because of her.
That's absolutely valid. Okay. The scene ends with Handel.
I'm really good at this game.
You are very good at this game. You're very good for me personally, Johnny. If I could give you inspiration, I would. Okay, we move back into a round of truths. The world is dark. I'm going to start off in this instance because I technically got narration rights even though you failed. The girl is too injured to travel and is starting to turn. Lewis, we'll start with you.
Charlie dropped all of his wervers when he tripped.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. I didn't realize this was a. Didn't realize I was here to be bullied.
I mean, let's go back to the last truth, shall
Yeah. There goes that sponsorship deal. Becca, let's continue.
Mira knows that she was not the first choice for this mission.
Okay. G, let's continue.
There is something different about their eyes.
Okay.
And that's why they attack from behind. Because if you see it, you know they're not to be trusted.
Okay. Johnny, we come to you.
The thing that is approaching that we haven't established what it is yet.
Mhm.
Rose knows that thing or person.
Connor, over to you.
They're scared of fire.
When you say they technically are because of the lights, but is that what we're going with? I'll allow that because technically you can't give them weaknesses, but they would be because it's light. The thing approaching is one of them. Lewis closes off.
All of the lights at the gas station are about to go out completely, leaving everyone in complete darkness.
Whose side are you guys on?
Oh, I love this game. Great.
Wow.
Okay, truths for those keeping track. The girl injured is starting to turn. Charlie has dropped his both as originals. Mira knows she wasn't the first choice for this. There is something different about their eyes, where they attack from behind, because if you see their eyes, you know that something's wrong with them. The thing approaching, Rose knows it. They are scared of fire. The thing approaching is one of them. All of the lights are about to go out completely in the gas station. We'll pick back up with our friends who are making their way to the gas station. What are you doing, the three of you?
Making a beeline for the gas station.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure we get there before it.
I would look over, and we're not going to get there in time before that thing does. What do we do? Do we hang back, see what happens?
We can't just leave them in there.
Where I've been tracking it, do I see if it's noticed us at all? Like where I've been kind of watching it on the camera, have I seen it potentially turn to look in our direction, or is it just beeline in straight for?
Let's make this a roll. You have 7 candles, so 7 dice as your dice pool refills. I have 3 now. Okay. Hey, how many did you get? 1 still goes in your favor at the moment, so 1 dice lost, so the next roll will be with 6, but you tell me, G, if that thing has noticed you, if it is just focused ahead.
No, it has not noticed us. It is very pincered to light.
Are there any cars next to us?
You'd be pretty much surrounded by cars, yeah.
Is it
I
worth
don't
us
think
turning
it's
on?
seen us.
Yeah, but we can turn on some headlights, maybe distract it.
I mean, it
Jesse.
seems to be pretty hell-bent on going towards that light.
Yeah, so if we turn on more headlights.
Jesse, you've dealt with these things before, yeah?
Yeah.
Can they be hurt?
Oh, yeah. It's just hard to distinguish if they are your foe, and I think that's what makes it hard to hurt them. But it's just, if you can look at their eyes are something off about their eyes, and that's how you know. But you know, I would be worried about getting it wrong. So
I would like to try and
Always-
turn on a headlight of a car.
Okay, that sounds like a roll to me. You have 6 dice in your dice pool.
Yeah.
Okay, full success. Can you tell me?
Yeah. I think she's just gonna quietly open the door of one and just try and turn on
Mhm.
a headlight
Yeah.
if it works. And
You rolled the
I think-
success, you can tell me. Yeah.
I think I think it will, but it won't be very bright, and it'll just be one. One is
Yeah.
broken, but one comes on, and it's like because it's really bright. And I just look to the other two and say, "Go turn on some more, then."
Are people turning on more?
I wouldn't be. I would be focused on watching the gas station.
So I will go and try and turn on another one as well.
Okay.
I'm currently watching it through the night vision, so I feel like if
Okay.
I distract myself from that, I'm better watching what it's doing than distracting myself. I'm the only one that can see it right now. Mira.
All
Don't
right.
forget I'm
Fine, I will
invisible.
turn on.
We're here with this camera.
Miro, I won't you roll again because there's a couple of other rolls that I've got in a second, but I'll say you're able to turn on maybe one or two more, and that would probably be about it. The rest, the cars are long out of power to be able to do so, but you can generate a little bit of light.
Yeah, I was just hoping to try and generate something to maybe offer a distraction.
Yeah.
So then it maybe is like, oh, and then go over that way.
That's fair, yeah. But you start that process off.
Yeah.
Jonas, remind me what you said you were doing. Just keeping a track of it to see what it's doing.
I'm keeping track of looking at the gas station just
Okay.
to see the other two that have gone in there. If I can see them, what they're doing, are they in trouble? Just anything.
Okay, we'll make it a roll to maybe see how much detail you can pick up. So there are 6 dice left in your dice pool. Okay. Yeah, 2 successes. If you want to do anything, you can use your Vice or Virtue. If you want to do anything about those lost dice, you can do it on a successful roll, but if you want to leave it, that's fine. Cool. Yeah, you tell me if you are able to pick up some bits. Obviously, one of them is on the floor, but
I don't have any issues with what I see. I'm not worried.
okay.
I can see a brief outline of
Yeah.
one of them, but there's no arm flailing about or panicked jumping up in the air. So
Yeah, I think you'd easily be able to see that there is a small pocket of darkness where the door was that they were going in, that they were obviously approaching for some reason. You would have seen Charlie just kind of disappeared, but that might have been the darkness, who knows. But you can at least see Robbie, who doesn't seem to be making many panicked movements. I'll say you see him at the point where he's probably about to sort of crouch down to maybe speak to, well, you don't know he's speaking to somebody, but at that point. Okay. Jesse, you were trying to keep track of this thing and find out maybe a bit more detail. Did I get that right?
Oh yeah, no, I just was more than I was kind of watching it. I've been
Okay,
watching it this whole time on the camera, so it was more just a keeping tabs on that as opposed to putting the camera down to go and do something else.
Fair.
I'm the only one that can currently see where it is and how far away it is, so I was just going to continue doing that.
That's fair. What
If I
else?
can discern more information, I will roll for it, but it might not go well.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? You have 4 dice left. Someone's got to do a failure that isn't our friend over here.
Spoken into existence.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, you have got a 1 there if you want to use your Vice or Virtue to clear it. Well, not clear it, but to re-roll or to try and re-roll. You can if it makes sense for your character.
The truths that you said at the beginning, do we know them or do we have to find them out during the scene?
If there's stuff related to character, I'm going to say, if there's stuff related to your character, you're obviously going to know it. If it's stuff to do with them, I'll say you probably know it as somebody that's encountered them. General truths about the world, no, it's just us world building together, really. So, if there's one specifically you want to know, I can say yay or nay, but...
Well, no, it was just that you said that it was one of them, but obviously we hadn't necessarily established that from just a night vision camera, so I think because I probably don't know it's them because I haven't seen its eyes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my virtue as merciful.
Okay.
In terms of like I don't know if it is or not.
Yeah,
so I don't want to be quick to jump to conclusions as to whether it is or not.
Absolutely.
So I just roll 1d6.
Yeah,
right?
just 1d6. See what you get.
Yay!
Success. Okay. Fair enough. Good use of it. Okay. So you will still have 4 dice then. But yeah, you can then, using that mercifulness, as you're gazing out at it, trying to discern more information. You can tell me. We've established it as one of them, so if you want to find out any information that leads you to that, that's fine. But over to you.
I think I see it, notice the lights, and almost kind of be a bit like blinded by the lights and cower away from them. And I think at that point, that's when I see its eyes like shifting in weird. I know that they will just be on night vision; they will just be kind of little green dots, but they are very rapid, like looking around.
Okay.
And that's when I realise that's one of them.
Yep.
And it doesn't like the lights that we've just put on at all, and it's kind of stopped in its tracks as it's now being like spotlighted by these cars.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. We'll pause on you guys as this creature is now set its sights potentially on you as you've spotlighted it. We'll go back to our 2 boys and Rose. She's there with you. You're able to discern that she is not in a good state. She is not going to be able to travel, and Charlie in particular, you notice some of those wounds on her that do not look good. They look somewhat familiar to things you've seen before. Let's do it.
I'm gonna kind of use the wall to get myself up off the ground.
Absolutely, yeah. Fair.
See, and with an old man, for absolutely no reason. Just so if people are listening, not watching, they know I'm old. And
she flinches as you make that noise.
I'm gonna look at the wounds and look at Robbie, and I'm instantly gonna start streaming with tears. I'm gonna look at him and with a not like shake of the head, because I know what I have to do, and I don't want Robbie to have to do that. And I'm actually gonna say this, that I don't want you to have to do this, and obviously she won't know who I'm talking to, and I'm gonna try and kill her.
Okay, that's definitely a roll. You have 46.
Okay.
46. Go roll anything anyway.
She's so strong.
I didn't mean to. I meant to roll 3, but I got confused. Okay, you success, but you've lost 2.
Can I use my? Oh, it's a bit of a tough one because I'm trying to reshape this. But the malleable, my vice, is I'm kind of doing it for the group because I feel like I should be doing it for the group, not for like loyalty. But I wouldn't want someone else to go through that, and I feel like Robbie wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I don't know if that's enough.
No, I'll allow it. If you roll 2d6. See if we can get some of those lost dice back.
Oh, no.
Still fails. So, yeah, fair enough. So there's 2 dice left. But before you go into it, just very quickly, because you'll be able to describe exactly what happens, but as she sees tears streaming down your face and you say that, what's wrong? What's happened? Over to you.
I'm crying and like kind of whimpering, and I'll say, I'm sorry, little pup. And I'm gonna smash her head in to the point that Colonel's lead literally comes off of the blowtorch, and then I'll just cry over her body. And yeah, I don't want to look Robbie in the face, and I'm just kind of whimpering.
As he cracks her in the head with this gas shot, I'll just immediately just wait, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
And I'm in shock.
Yeah. You're in shock.
I'll give him Colonel's lead, and I'll say, that's the second time I've had to do this, and it's exactly the same.
As you say that, the lights in the gas station go out.
Shit.
Okay, I'm literally gonna wipe away my tears and try and shut the door behind Robbie so we're in, and then put all my weight against it.
Robbie, do you let him do that?
I will put a hand over his shoulder and push the door and say, what are we doing? What is going on?
Acting as we need to. I don't have an answer for you. I don't have
What-
an answer for you.
What was that?
So I think she was infected.
That infected? How do you get to that?
You saw the dog.
I just all the color is drained out of Robbie's face,
Mhm.
and he's just in absolute state of shock at what he's just seen Charlie do. Got no words.
I'm really trying to hold my weight against the door, but then almost like not strong enough to do that, where I'm in bits at the same time, and then trying to click back into that do the right thing by Robbie,
Mhm.
and just keep saying I'm sorry, but to no one in particular.
You still have your torch, so you still have flickering torch. Like the moment as you're flickering it, it's probably still trained on the girl that was there moments ago. As you see her head caved in from being smashed by a blowtorch. I'll say Robbie, even without a roll sort of needed, you can see some of those wounds, and they do look in a bad state. She wouldn't have lasted much longer anyway. Maybe it was a mercy. As you try to put your weight against the door. It pills on you guys and go back to our others. For you guys, this thing is quite literally caught in the headlights. As you're looking at it and keeping track of it, the lights in the gas station go out. Though momentarily distracted by the lights here, it's scared of the lights. What it was going towards is now plunged into darkness. It's going to start making its way that way. What do you guys do?
I am completely lost. What do you two think? It's still going towards the petrol station,
Yep.
right? Yeah. Jesse, come on. You've dealt with them before.
Yeah, and I managed to get away with within an inch of my life. It's not.
Well, what happened? How did you get away before? What did you do? Did you do anything in particular?
Not really.
Think,
Just
Jesse,
lucky.
think.
Don't. I know you're stressed, Mira, but that shouting at me isn't going to
This
get any information.
this isn't stress.
Make me
This is
more
trying to be
annoyed.
practical when our friends, the people that are there to protect you too, are in there.
Yeah, I'm aware
Jonas,
of
what do we
that. I
do?
thought the lights would help.
Jonas is standing there playing with a leather bracelet on his wrist.
Mm-hmm.
It's old as tattered. Jesse, do you have one of those chisels?
Yeah.
He's gonna take the bracelet off and give it to Jesse. I want you girls to run for the gas station. And hopefully, you'll be able to give this back to me afterwards.
Something else we can do.
Okay.
It's gonna get
And
there
I
before
grab-
we do.
Grab Jesse.
Yeah.
I understand what he's going at.
And I take one of the chisels and I sprint at
Okay.
the direction of where we last saw it.
Sure.
And once Jonas starts running, I'll run with Jesse towards the gas station.
I'm gonna put up a fight. Not
y-
to like a massive fight, but I'm gonna be like pulling back, like no, no, like as you're pulling me. But you're older than me, so you're gonna,
Yeah.
gonna pull me along.
Okay.
Stop reminding me, G. God.
Fountain of youth over here.
Jonas, you are sprinting to try and get this creature, whatever it may be. Your dice pool is 2d6.
Forgot it was so low.
Fucking hell!
If you can roll 2d6 for me, I'll roll my 3.
Oh.
Okay, you describe to me what happens.
I am running and I'm saying stuff in my head as I'm doing it.
Okay.
Saying sorries. Praying that they will be okay. And then I see it and I just make a sprint for it.
Yeah.
And tackle it to the ground.
Okay.
And before anything else, I look back to make sure that the other two are safe.
Okay. You'll absolutely tackle it to the ground. My other two, though, you are running towards the gas station that's now plunged into darkness. I want you guys to roll. You equally have 2d6. Whichever one of you wants to.
What is it for?
Running towards the...
Yeah, this is to see essentially how quickly you get there and if there's anything else that happens along the way.
I think that's probably you because you're pulling me and
I'm
putting up a
leading.
fight. Yeah.
I'm leading out. How many dice again? 2?
2.
Ugh. Sorry.
Yes.
8.
How many did you get? Still goes in your favour. You get to describe to me how the journey goes. Well, the journey. The few seconds goes as you sprint towards the gas station that's in darkness.
Mia's not particularly physical. You've probably gathered that. But when is needed, she can be, and she's just booking it, dragging Jessie with her, and they just kind of go full into the door. She saw it wasn't locked, pushes the door wide open.
Yep.
Probably too much, and she kind of skids and maybe like overshoots it a bit.
Yeah.
And as she runs in, Mira will be shouting for Charlie and Robbie.
Okay.
And she'll say, "One's outside with Jonas!" Boom! Falls into something. The gluten-free bread.
Absolutely. Straight into the gluten-free bread. Okay. Jonas, we'll come back to you. You've got it pinned to the ground. You do.
I would like to try and, with all my strength, use this chisel to just aim for the heart.
2d6.
I wanted someone to fail, so I have higher dice for my roll. Okay.
Sometimes it's good to
2d6.
fail early. But more roll. Or failure. Do you want to burn anything? You have got a dice so that you can reroll.
I don't think it makes sense to with any of the things that I have.
Great. Okay. A dice goes out. Handle goes out. End the scene. We'll do a round of truths and we'll go for a quick break. We've got a bit left and everyone's still alive at the moment.
Don't do that to me.
We'll start. G, we'll start with you for a truth.
Oh. Do you have to?
Yes.
Oh no! I'm rubbish on the spot. In the store cupboard, so the where Rose is a store cupboard.
Yeah.
And in that store cupboard is a very rudimental, like camping pack.
Yeah.
That contains firelighters and a lighter and some kindling and some newspaper.
Right.
Molotov type, maybe.
That's cool. Johnny?
Robbie isn't as shocked at the horrific gore murder that Charlie committed than he is betraying himself to be.
Okay. Come on.
I actually have a flare in my backpack, and I'm keeping it if we ever needed it in a dire moment. I've kept it secret so people don't just use it willy-nilly.
Fair. Valid. Lewis?
Jonas's daughter gave him that bracelet.
Becca?
They can sometimes mimic voices of those that they have killed.
Jonas stabs the creature. Looks exactly like his wife. G, final ones with you.
Jessie doesn't actually remember what happened to her. The only thing she has is evidence from her camera, which caught the eyes and whatnot, but she doesn't actually remember everything that happened.
Perfect.
I know you love that. I can see you absolutely love that then.
This is also the second game where someone's caught me smiling, my evil DM little smile. Okay, great. Okay, we will take a quick break there. Come back to see what happens when Jonas realizes he stabbed his wife.
So stressed.
See in a sec.
Let's say.
In a multiverse filled with worlds and wonder, some stories last for years, but not these. Bard Shots is an actual play anthology podcast. Every episode is a brand new adventure, a new system to explore, a new cast to meet, and a new story to unravel. No long campaigns, no endless catch-up. You can drop in anywhere, try out systems you've always wondered about, or discover games that you've never even heard of. We play everything from Dungeons & Dragons to 10 Candles to the strange, the small, and the spectacular across the TTRPG spectrum. So, if you're looking for bite-sized stories, fresh voices, and a world that changes every time you listen, join us. Find us on Twitch, YouTube, and Spotify, and keep up to date with all things Bard Shots on our socials at NomadicBard93. Bard Shots. Every episode a new system, every cast a new story.
What does Avatar: The Last Airbender, Dungeons & Dragons, horrifying monsters, and a group of weirdos all have in common? They're all featured in the Session Zero Heroes podcast. That's what! At SCH, we collaboratively create stories from a variety of tabletop role-playing games, such as Avatar Legends, which is set in the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, or the most well-known TTRPG, Dungeons & Dragons, the spooky Monster of the Week, and so many more. If you're a fan of unexpected twists and turns as a team of players creates characters thrown into insane worlds of the Dungeon Master's creation, then this is the show for you. Come join us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere else podcasts can be streamed, including our website at sessionzeroheroes.com. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and Discord for all our news and announcements, and to become part of our amazing TTRPG community that we're building. You won't want to miss out on Session Zero Heroes podcast, so check it out today.
pop in to say, first of all, a big thank you to Luke for hosting this session. It's amazing. And secondly, to ask you if you could do us a favour and come over to big_dice energy on YouTube and check out our actual play, where we've got a great bunch of players currently running through the Dragon Delves anthology as an adventure, including Connor from this very game. It's a little bit more light-hearted than this. It's funny, it's silly, and yeah, we'd love you to come and join us. It's big_dice energy on YouTube. If you can come over, drop us a sub, drop us a like, and it's the same on Instagram too. See you there. Back to Luke and your regularly scheduled dose of terror.
Nice.
Like it.
All right then, show me up. I'm just going. I just got a little bit frost.
I've got some frost on my fingers.
Oh, you do that and you feel a breast. And as you turn around, you see the familiar face of Lady Vactor. Agado. Agado.
Agado.
Agado.
Bro.
Agaro.
Agado.
Agaro. Why'd you laugh at mine then?
Because it's
What
in
is
my
that?
What?
The fire's out.
What? Welcome back to Martin's Fact of the Day.
Having torn open a bigger hole, he's just going to try and punch whatever is inside of it.
Okay.
In a multiverse filled with worlds and wonder, some stories last for years, but not these. Bard Shots is an actual play anthology podcast. Every episode is a brand new adventure, a new system to explore, a new cast to meet, and a new story to unravel. No long campaigns, no endless catch-up. You can drop in anywhere, try out systems you've always wondered about, or discover games that you've never even heard of. We play everything from Dungeons & Dragons to 10 Candles to the strange, the small, and the spectacular across the TTRPG spectrum. So, if you're looking for bite-sized stories, fresh voices, and a world that changes every time you listen, join us. Find us on Twitch, YouTube, and Spotify, and keep up to date with all things Bard Shots on our socials at NomadicBard93. Bard Shots. Every episode a new system, every cast a new story.
What does Avatar: The Last Airbender, Dungeons & Dragons, horrifying monsters, and a group of weirdos all have in common? They're all featured in the Session Zero Heroes podcast. That's what! At SCH, we collaboratively create stories from a variety of tabletop role-playing games, such as Avatar Legends, which is set in the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, or the most well-known TTRPG, Dungeons & Dragons, the spooky Monster of the Week, and so many more. If you're a fan of unexpected twists and turns as a team of players creates characters thrown into insane worlds of the Dungeon Master's creation, then this is the show for you. Come join us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere else podcasts can be streamed, including our website at sessionzeroheroes.com. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and Discord for all our news and announcements, and to become part of our amazing TTRPG community that we're building. You won't want to miss out on Session Zero Heroes podcast, so check it out today.
Hi, it's me. Just wanted to pop in to say, first of all, a big thank you to Luke for hosting this session. It's amazing. And secondly, to ask you if you could do us a favour and come over to big_dice energy on YouTube and check out our actual play, where we've got a great bunch of players currently running through the Dragon Delves anthology as an adventure, including Connor from this very game. It's a little bit more light-hearted than this, it's funny, it's silly, and yeah, we'd love you to come and join us. It's big_dice energy on YouTube. If you can come over, drop us a sub, drop us a like, and it's the same on Instagram too. See you there. Back to Luke and your regularly scheduled dose of terror.
Nice.
Like it.
All right then, show me up. I just got a little bit flushed.
I've got some frost on my fingers.
Oh, you do that and you feel a breast. And as you turn around, you see the familiar face of Lady Vactor. Agado. Agado.
Agado.
Agado.
Bro.
Agado.
Garo. Why'd you laugh at mine then?
Because of
Fire's
the
out!
What?
The fire's out!
What? Welcome back to Martin's Fact of the Day.
Having torn open a bigger hole, he's just going to try and punch whatever is inside of it.
Okay.
Okay, welcome back. So we had just finished a round of truths, so we go back through those just to remind everybody. So, in the store cupboard, there is a rudimentary camping pack. Robbie was not shocked at Charlie murdering somebody. Well, not as shocked as he's portraying himself to be. Charlie has a flare in his backpack that he's kept hidden and secret for a special occasion. Jonas's daughter gave him the bracelet that he gave over to Jesse. They can mimic voices of those that they've killed. Jonas did manage to stab one of the creatures and then has realised it looked exactly like his wife. Jessie doesn't remember exactly what happened to her. But all that she's managed to gather is evidence from the camera that she had. And they are all still alive, currently. So we will jump back in then, pretty much where we left off. I feel like I probably should ask you, Jonas, if you want us to start with you. Or if you want to start with the others first.
Go others first.
Others first. Okay. The rest of you then. Jesse and Mira, you managed to just get into the gas station that is currently in darkness. You can hear a bit of a scuffle near the door as weight is being put against it. Currently, with whatever rudimentary light source you've got currently, you can't see your other two at the moment, but you were shouting for them.
Yeah. I think as she pushed open the door, Mira was shouting for Charlie and Robbie.
Charlie, Robbie, you hear shouting for your names.
Charlie, it's the girls. Open the door.
I don't know what to do in this situation. I don't want to take command in any way, and I'm gonna kind of move away from the door and kind of just stand there and not in any way lead by going out or seeing if it's them.
Charlie, you wait by the door at the moment, but for girls, the door opens currently.
I'm gonna stand in the doorway and just say you're not gonna want to go in there.
Okay, fine. Anyway, one's outside. Jonas is with it now.
Have you let go of Jesse at all?
No.
He's fighting one.
Yes, that's what I said, isn't it?
I'll just make a beeline out the door.
Okay. Ollie?
Charlie?
What do you want me to do?
Help Jonas somehow. Please,
Okay.
please do it.
I'll follow and try to be as fast as possible, but I am old. I'm not following
It's like a
Robbie.
shuffle.
I am trying to get there first to help, but I am slow.
Respect. Okay. You two are darting out then. Jesse, is there anything you're trying to do as you're currently kind of grabbed, but...
Yeah, I do kind of want to try and break free of being grappled. But if I get away, I'm not going to like sprint off and leave Mira on her own. It's very much just I want to get out of this situation and just be like, I can go help, like get off me, like hitting her, like trying to get off her kind of thing. I'll roll.
She's some kind of like malnourished scientist. She isn't strong.
Mira, do you let her go?
You're a youthful 18. Oh, I wouldn't say I let her go, but I'm not strong.
Yeah, Jesse, you can break away then if Mira isn't that strong, has been sort of dragging you through adrenaline, but now that there's currently other help and that kind of fades a little bit. So Jesse, if you want to sort of break free, you can.
Yeah, and I think I'll turn to her and just be like, you might not be able to help, but I can. I'm young, I'm fast, I'm agile, let me go.
Okay, we know you're young, but what are you gonna do? You keep telling us this.
I've got a super sharp screwdriver that I picked up from the hardware store, actually, so...
Look, I know you've got away from them once, but like you said, you were lucky.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that all of us are that lucky too. If I can do anything to help, I will.
Fine, go do it.
I'm not leaving you here on your own.
I'm only stood inside a petrol station. I want to see what's in that room. That's Becca saying that.
No, that's absolutely valid.
Not.
Mira, it is very valid that Mira would be curious, being told to stop and not go in that room.
Yeah, to be told to not go in somewhere. She wants to go in there.
What she do?
But fine, Jesse, go help. I'm only in here. I can see you outside. And she just points out the window.
Oh my god, this is like a really difficult decision. I think she's.
Don't you at least want to see what's in that room?
Not particularly.
They told us not to go in.
Probably for a good reason.
I'm gonna start walking to see what's in the room.
What you do?
I'm gonna put the bracelet on and I'm gonna follow her.
You go towards the room. You put the bracelet on easily. I'm not going to make you roll. You go.
Fail.
You go into the room, using whatever light source you're currently using.
Yeah.
Flick it around. Have you got a torch or a candle? It was important to ask.
I have a candle.
Okay.
I think I've got a torch, but I won't light it if you've got the candle lit.
Okay. Another. You go in the light of the candle, kind of guiding you a little bit. So it's a fairly dim light source in some respects. You don't get a lot of reach from it, but it's enough. As you walk through the door initially into this room, it's just a fairly simple store cupboard. Shelving has definitely been broken in here. Some kind of altercation as you're kind of glancing around in general. Then you glance to the floor. There's the body of a young girl, head smashed in. Blood is still coming from it. This happened recently. You can see the lacerations as I described earlier, that she's got a lot of different wounds on her. I don't think either of you massively know what those mean, though.
Mira closes the door. Not in it. Just...
Yeah.
Can I take the camping pack that I spoke into existence out before she closes the door?
So you can find it first. Yeah.
Exactly.
You have 66.
Yeah.
I have 4.
Huzzah.
Yes. How many 6s have you got? You've got 1 6. I've got 2. So narrative rights go to me in this instance. Doesn't mean I'm going to be mean necessarily. Jesse, you look around the room briefly. Your eyes definitely catch on Rose's body. Not that you know her name, but still. There's something though about those wounds. You look at them, and it's almost like a flashback. Memories have been suppressed for so long of what you went through, but for a minute, you see similar scar, or you recognize similar scarring that whoever had you, whoever took you, they had the same kind of scars, same places, though these are open wounds as opposed to it. And as you kind of shake yourself out of that reverie for a moment, and maybe look away instinctually, you do see a camping pack. You grab it, you take it, you have it with you. Yeah.
Mira, we need to get out of the petrol station. I know I was wanting to get out, but we need to get out this petrol station right now.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, close the door.
Yeah. You close the door.
As we're walking out, is there, I'll roll for it, perchance any hard liquor has been left?
Yeah,
Potentially.
sure. Roll for it. You still got 66. Yeah, okay. You full succeeded. Lost one dice, but you tell me, is there hard liquor around?
Yeah, I think buried under some gluten-free bread, there happens to be one unbroken bottle of hard liquor.
Yeah, great.
And I see it, and I've got the camping pack, and I know what I'm gonna do. I pick it up and I uncork it.
Yeah. Right.
Kid, you are not old enough to be drinking that.
Chill out. I'm not gonna drink it.
Okay. We'll pause on you guys. Uncorked bottle of liquor. Candle nearby. I think I can see where this is going. We'll go to Charlie and Robbie. You are legging it out towards Jonas?
Yep.
Okay. So as you come out of the gas station, as you're starting to run or old man hobble, the street around you, or the street in front of you, is somewhat lit up actually. It's probably the first time you've seen it since you were looking in completely the opposite direction and were dealing with Charlie murdering a young girl. There are various headlamps that are starting to flicker a little bit as it's been some time, but are illuminating around as you see Jonas over has taken something to the floor. You can't see much more detail apart from Jonas just on top. I'll say probably at the point where you're about to stab down into it. What are you guys doing?
So, with no thought, he just goes instinctually towards the scuffle, headlong straight towards it. He's a quite athletic 40-year-old, so he's fast. Doesn't even think that he's leaving Charlie behind, hobbling.
Yeah.
Just wants to get there.
Okay.
And yeah, he's just sprinting.
Cool. You're sprinting towards Jonas. Charlie, are you doing basically the same, or is there anything else you're doing?
Would I be able to see where there's a headlight on this person?
Yeah.
That Jonas is on top of. Would I be able to see their face?
Sounds like a roll to me. You have 5d6.
I don't think it does.
I think it does. I think everything sounds like a roll to me.
5d6.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
Not bad, no. I got 2 successes in mine. Lost 2 dice. I get narrative rights. Do you want to do anything about those 2 lost dice? If you've got anything to use that feels appropriate, or are you happy with them being lost?
Do you know what? Can I use a moment? Can I use my moment? Is that right time to use it? Or I'll use my virtue.
Okay. Remind us what your virtue is.
It is just being loyal.
Being loyal. Okay, absolutely. Okay, how are you using loyalty in this moment?
As soon as I run out and I see Robbie twice as fast as me, and it's quite surreal what's just happened, and then seeing these lights come on, it doesn't feel like it could possibly be real. It feels like the whole thing's a fever dream. It looks too pretty given the situation. And as time kind of feels like it's slowing down, I see Jonas on top
Okay.
of this, what I know must be an enemy. But I'm hoping I see her face. And if I do see her face, I'm going to shout to him, I think that's your wife.
Reroll those 2d6. You have to have at least one of them be a 6 to get the success away from me. Which doesn't necessarily mean that it won't be a similar outcome, but...
No, that's fine, it's fine.
Those d6 are still lost. It all happens in nanoseconds. You run out after Robbie, see Jonas involved in a scuffle. He's about to stab down into whatever this thing is. The lights are bright as you're coming out of complete darkness, but as you kind of like reorientate your vision as you're running closer, you see her face. That's Jonas's wife. You recognize her from photos. You saw her get taken. And as that goes through your mind, you're just seconds too late as Jonas stabs the creature that he's pinned, we'll say face down into the thing, but you're able to just get that brief glance. And you do shout, wait, that's your wife, as he kills her. Jonas will now sort of come to you as Charlie has just shouted that out to you and alerts you to just potentially done.
I will have given it everything. Because currently my job is to protect the people that I'm with. So, as I've struck down both hands with this chisel, it would have taken its toll anyway. Mm-hmm. So it would be a moment before I look up. And I think while I'm kind of down, I would hear that. Jonas. Are they face down or are they facing me?
They're face down, but as you stab down, you just hear a Jonas.
No. I don't look up.
Robbie, Charlie, Robbie, you will hear all this that goes on as well, but you will get there.
I'll get to Jonas, and it just be as he's hunched over, sort of not looking up, and I'll get there, seeing now that the immediate danger is over. I'll sort of skid to a halt, maybe 3 or 4 feet away.
Yep.
And see that something is wrong, and I'll just be like, Jonas, was it she that was it one of them? Are you okay?
This can't, no. It can't be.
Can I get to Jonas and like just run past Robbie, get to Jonas, and just pull him away, and then just try and hold him, just hold him to my chest.
Yeah. Jonas, you let that
just
happen?
Breaks down. Yeah, just breaks down.
I'm gonna just crouch, and while Charlie has Jonas sort of turned away, I'm gonna roll over the body and just check over to see if there's any signs of whether it was his wife or whether it was changed.
Okay. You have 3d6 left, I believe. Yeah, 3d6. So if you roll.
Swear to God, if I fail this roll.
Okay, 1 dice lost. We've both got 1 success, so it goes to you. We did establish it as one of them. We have also established that it at least looks like his wife, if it isn't directly. you can make the decision of the detail of that. But yeah, from
So,
what Robbie can do.
as I roll the body back over, the eyes, although now dead, aren't normal. They're not human, and the appearance seems to be sort of not shifting, but changing very subtly, as if like I'm. And I just look back up over my shoulder at Charlie and just mouth to him, "Are you sure?" And I'll just move out the way so he can see.
Can't hear you, Connor.
Connor's muted.
Sorry, I didn't want to take the moment away. I'm gonna hold him like cheek to cheek. I'm sobbing as much as he's sobbing over too much stuff going on for us. And it is his wife. It looks identical to the pictures, and I've seen her before.
I'm sorry, Jonas. But it looks like she'd changed.
I break away from Charlie and just kneel down next to her. I'm so sorry. This wasn't meant to be you. Should have been me. And I'm just gonna kneel down and just kiss her on the head.
There's still some warmth to the body as you plant a kiss on her forehead. It's fading fairly rapidly. I'll say no roll needed for this because it's kind of been identified, but it definitely looks like her. It's unmistakable, but there are odd differences. The eyes being one of them. What colour were her eyes when you knew her?
They were green.
Green. The hue's slightly off. Maybe slightly more blue than green. But everything else is her. It looks like her. It smells like her. She's wearing the clothes that you remember her in. But just slightly different. Odd things, as Robbie's pointed out.
I'm gonna look back at her and ask a question, even though I know I'm not gonna get an answer from her. And just look at her and... Where's Bug? Where is she? She must be nearby. He's gonna look up at the others. She has to be nearby.
Not being as somebody that's pried into the other people's backgrounds.
Yeah.
Being so furiously obsessed with the work he was doing, I just turned to him and goes, "This is your child. How old?"
He's 19.
I just look at Charlie and I'm like, we've got to help find if they're nearby, for better or for worse.
I'm going to kind of take a couple of steps back, a couple of feet back. So we're almost in a triangle now. And I'm going to say, Jonas, don't go into that gas station. If you go into that gas station, there's possibly more hurt in there than there is here. And I don't want to make this worse, but I care for everyone in this group. But I've seen your wife and daughter before. The photos, it made complete sense who you were describing. I don't think I've seen your daughter in person since the day I saw them go. But if you go in there in your current state, then I think we'll be on two opposite sides of a coin. I didn't want to tell you I knew that I'd seen them go. I didn't want you to lose hope. But in there was no hope.
Physically lunge at Charlie.
Okay.
Do I need to roll at that? Or can I just do it?
I'll let you do it. Lunge at him if you want.
I'm going to lunge at him and I'm going to grab him by the scruff. Just here. You were in that fucking gas station. What have you what's in there?
I'll once again just be sobbing. I'm like, she doesn't match the description or the photos, but she doesn't look like a person anymore. And that's all I'm gonna give. I'm actually struggling to say the pieces that I'm saying to you. I don't believe it's her.
I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna start walking towards the gas station.
Cool. Yeah. We'll pause on you three as this happens. Mira and Jesse, you'll probably still hear even from sort of where you are the "it's your wife" comment. You're leaving the gas station, and actually we're in the gas station with hard liquor and a flame. You hear that "it's your wife." What are you guys doing?
I go and look out the window.
Okay.
But I don't go out.
Yeah.
Yet.
You sort of take the candle with you, look out the window. It's fairly easy to see. It is all lit up. As you're looking out, just after this, you see Jonas and Charlie embrace. You see sort of Robbie at least sort of crouched down behind some cars looking over something. And then you'll see words between the group of them. And eventually you'll see Jonas lunge at Charlie for a moment.
Oh. Well, it looks like they're all still alive. But let's get some food and go out. Can you grab me one of them gluten-free breakfast bars, please?
Sure. I'll recork the alcohol. Pretty sad that I didn't get to use it. And I'll put it in my rucksack.
Save it for
You
later.
absolutely still can.
Yeah. I'll
Save
put
it
it
for later.
in my rucksack with the little
Sure.
camping pack, and I will start going and collecting gluten-free breakfast bars and any other, like, not so perishable items, like maybe a packet of crisps, like things that people may have gone out in a bundle with and dropped one on the way out.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe. Snacky
Yeah.
bit.
Try and grab some enough for everyone. Yeah.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah.
So I'm gonna let you do it then. You said enough for everyone. It just makes me need a roll.
Why?
2d6.
Why? We're just grabbing them off the shelves.
2d6.
Just like a...
Yeah. Otherwise, we're going to be playing till like 1 in the morning, guys.
Me or Becca?
Either one of you. I don't mind who.
You said it, but this is on you.
There you go.
No, let's rock, paper, scissors it, man. Oh, 1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
Oh, what is a delay? Fine, I'll do it. How many? How many dice?
2d6. 2d6.
Fine.
We lose a candle over a packet of
We
crisps.
are going to lose a candle over a packet of crisps. They are both ones. You can technically use a vice or a virtue over a packet of crisps if you want, or we can move on to the next scene. We are only on scene 6, so there are still like 5 scenes to go. So it's not a massive deal if we lose it. Do you really want to burn something for a packet of crisps, though, is the real question.
I'm really tempted, but no.
I appreciate the hustle. Okay, you will find some gluten-free breakfast bars. Not enough for everybody. You do not find any crisps. I'll give you that for free. Okay, the scene ends. Darkens. And we go into another round of truths. Jonas, let's start with you. Give me a truth.
It wasn't Jonas's daughter.
Fair. Becca, let's come to you.
Jonas's daughter was in the same class as Jesse.
G, let's come to you.
Oh gosh, this is difficult. Oh, this is really tricky.
It's killing me.
Oh my gosh, my mind has gone completely and utterly blank. Come back to me.
I'll come back
think
to
of
you.
something else.
No worries.
Come back to me.
Johnny, let's go to you then.
The shouting and the screaming and the lights flickering on and off have drawn lots of attention. Don't know what from though.
Perfect. Connor, let's go to you.
There's a backup generator for the gas station, but it's 50 feet behind the gas station in the woods.
G, have you got one, or do you want me to go and then come back to you?
Yeah, no, I've got one.
Go
I've
for
got one. It was one I thought of earlier and I forgot about it. The cabin.
Yep.
In the woods that I spoke into existence earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Is used by the film students quite often to record. So there are spare batteries for the camcorder, probably stashed in there.
Right. Quite feel right that I have the final one, but I'll go for it. About 20-30 feet from where you are, you hear a car engine start. Final truth. Still alive. However, we move into scene 5 for this game. Once we hit this halfway point, 2 things happen. If we both roll the same number of successes, it goes in my favor. Second of which, failures can result in dire consequence. Grievous injury for now, death shortly after. So let's pick basically back up where we are. We'll go back to... Actually, let's pick back up with the girls for now. You were leaving the gas station. Cool.
Yeah, once we'd not got our packet of crisps.
I know, this is the most
Yes.
traumatic thing I've done the entire session. You didn't find crisps. You start to leave. Are you heading towards the boys?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be heading towards them. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm heading straight towards Jonas, as
Yeah.
I guess he's walking towards
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, you both will converge on each other shortly. Robbie, Charlie, what are you doing at the moment? Jonas is starting to walk towards the gas station.
I've heard the car engine start and I've turned towards that sound.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout, Robbie, don't let him fucking go into that station. Don't let him go into that station. Don't fucking go into that station.
Okay. Charlie's shouting. You will all at this moment, Robbie heard it just seconds before, but you all hear a car engine start about 30 feet away. A car is coming to life where there is slightly less of a car park around.
Is that further away from the city in the direction we were heading?
Yeah.
Right.
Can I see from where we're stood as I turn around the person sat in the car?
Sounds like a roll to me. You have 5d6.
Ooh, yay.
Okay, full success. You tell me.
I can
Mhm.
see the outline of what looks to be a young female.
Okay.
And I'll tell Jonas that.
Okay.
But Jonas, there's a young girl in that car. It could be your daughter.
I am heading for the gas station, not listening to any noise that is happening around me.
Okay. I'm heading towards the gas station instead. Anybody else doing anything at this moment?
I'm gonna try and
I'll
get up.
grab him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get up and go after him as Robbie seems a bit occupied, and instantly kind of fall over trying to get to my feet, and just kind of sitting there and face planted in the dirt, the dusty dirt, and then look at the car as the
Okay.
the sound stops.
Okay, you roll for me. 5d6.
What, face planting?
No, not for face planting. No. To see if
Well,
you
not
recognise the
for
person
free.
in the car.
These are those grievous injuries that you talked about.
That is strong.
Okay, we both rolled one success. As I state, it goes in my favour. Charlie, as you stumble and fall back on the floor, you look at the car. Eyes meet you in the rearview mirror. You recognise those eyes? You've seen them in a photograph before.
I can't remember. I don't know if I know her name, but I'm gonna shout like Bug. I know the nickname you've given her, and I'm gonna shout Bug really loud and try and and just keep saying that to get your attention to look back at me. Almost like hopefully you'd be annoyed by it to look back at me so I can point at the car.
Okay. The car's starting to peel away. Jonas, do you react to Bug being shouted?
Yeah, I think the mind frame that Jonas is in, he would turn around and sprint for Charlie to attack him.
Okay. Okay. Charlie's currently on the floor shouting your daughter's nickname. Are you going to attack him?
Yeah, I'm gonna straight over and try and push him down, get on top of him, and start just laying into it.
Okay.
I'm gonna open arms.
Yeah.
Open arms, letting him come towards me, and trying to point him at the same time at the car getting away. Almost like, do you know what? If you take me, fine, but I'm trying to bring this back.
Okay.
God. I think because I saw the initial fight earlier as well, I'm going to start following.
Yeah.
I was going to go help Charlie up anyway because he fell over and he's an old man.
Aww.
But I'm gonna just. I'm obviously not gonna get there in time, but I'm just gonna start going towards them.
No, but it's good to know that you're following behind.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next?
God, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
If I can be the first person to play 10 candles and die from a player.
No, when I first played 10 Candles, my character got killed by another player instead of an actual creature.
You
Which
did
was...
really die from natural causes earlier, so that would have probably been a
Yeah.
first.
Go through the list.
Okay. Charlie, you said you're going to basically welcome the beating. Maybe not. Maybe welcome's a strong way to put it, but accept the beating.
Yeah, I'm pointing at the car and then trying to get him to come to me rather than that gas station.
Okay. In which case, then I'm going to have Jonas. I'll have you roll. Still 5d6. Do you want to do anything about it? Do you want to use anything for that, or are you just going to go in a blind rage?
I would like to use my vice, which is pessimistic.
Sure. Okay. You get roll another 2d6, or go through it again. Roll 2 dice. With a failure and losing 2 dice. Still a failure completely. It goes. We end the scene. A candle darkens. We go back into truth. We will basically
that was quick.
Yeah, it happens like this near the end. Well, actually, we'll see what gets established through truths. I'm not going to influence this in the slightest. Connor, we'll start with you for a truth.
On the day everything fell apart, I was actually in the hospital and I was told I've only got a few months to live.
Lewis, we'll come to you.
Jonas right now wants to kill Charlie.
Becca, we'll come to you.
Oh, hold on a minute. The girl in the gas station was lying.
Okay. G, we'll come to you.
Jesse and Bug.
Yeah.
I don't know actual Bug's real name. Jesse and Bug were actually very good friends and went to the cabin to film quite a lot.
Yep. And then Johnny will end with you.
The car, although it started, is going to stall.
Yep. Okay. Final truth of the world is that now you are all still alive. We'll go back where we started. You have 4 dice now in your dice pool. I have 6.
He loves it.
I do love it. I know. I'm gonna run this so many times for bard shots. No,
You've got 4 dice. I've got 6.
It's great. I don't have to do much at the start, and then I get to ruin everyone's lives at the end. Okay, we will pick back up. So I feel like we know what's happening with Jonas and Charlie at the moment, so we'll pause on you guys for a second to allow the others to intercede. Robbie, you were concentrating on the car. Becca, you were Mira, you were coming towards the altercation. Jesse, what are you doing at the moment?
I mean, Jesse was making a beeline for Jonas anyway, because the last thing he said to her was, hopefully you can give me this bracelet back. So he's alive. That's what she's gonna do. And then obviously she sees him turn and just bomb it towards Charlie on the floor. And I think at that, and hearing Robbie shout bug, she's like, okay, I need to get involved in this. And I think she's just gonna like run, like pick up the pace and probably overtake Mira
Yeah.
as she's like running towards Jonas to maybe like try and like grab onto his back before he makes it. Or, you know, try and get into that and pull him away before he kind of like lands any bad blows to Charlie.
Yeah, no roll necessary. You leg it. You're young, much younger than Mira. You leg it forwards to get there, closing the distance fairly rapidly as Jonas is. Jonas, how are you attacking Charlie?
Fists.
Fists. Okay, as Jonas is starting to pummel his fists into Charlie. Robbie, what are you doing at the moment?
I'm torn between turning around to try and stop Jonas and to go after the car that is choking and sputtering and looking like it's going to come to an imminent stop not too far away. But I'm sort of like in between two worlds at the moment.
That's fair enough. Okay, then we'll pick back up then with Mira. You're following behind Jesse, who's just overtaking you. You guys are about to get into the scene of Jonas beating on Charlie. Right over to you guys.
I think I just leap on Jonas's back.
Okay.
And I'm like trying to like
gonna
pull him back.
Okay.
Like arms
I
under
was gonna
his
try help
shoulders, like,
Charlie.
try and pull
Okay.
him back.
Okay. We'll see how well you do this. Well, Jonas, are you going to resist, or are you going to allow them to pull you off him?
I would be in blind rage, so yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
I'd be throwing anyone off me.
Exactly what I wanted to hear. Okay. 5d6. G will go with you as you said it first. So if you roll full failure, no one, so you can't re-roll anything. Okay.
Fine.
I didn't get any anyway. Okay. We go immediately into around the trees again. As another candle goes out, we are on 3 left.
Oh.
I'll start with truths. I did say failures are now dire. Charlie's no longer alive. Jonas has just pummeled him to death.
Fuck!
Johnny, will come to you.
It's going to sound really bad. Robbie doesn't care that Charlie's dead.
Perfect.
Favoritism.
You make a very astute observation very quickly that Charlie is no longer breathing. Lewis will come to you for a truth.
If Jonas's daughter gets out of the car, she's gonna see the bracelet on Jesse's wrist.
Becca will come to you for the final one for this.
Mira's father knew Charlie before.
Four of you still. We pick back up. You have 3 candles left. That is 3 dice left in your dice pool. Jonas is still pummeling Charlie, I imagine. As those of you that have come and run into the scene very quickly realise that Charlie is no longer with us. You can hear the car stall meters away, really. Not that far. You hear a car door open. You also start to hear behind you those guttural noises. And as from a quick glance around, in the distance for now at least, you can see some kind of figures coming towards this location, as you are all currently lit up in headlights that are starting to sputter, one of which has already gone out. There's probably two left lighting your way at the moment. What are you doing?
Remind me, sorry, how the moment works.
So when it comes up, so when something happens and it comes up for your character, that your character's met that moment, we go to an immediate roll. If you succeed, you get an extra dice. Not all moments will always come up, just because of the way that the game works and the game that it runs. It can go quite rapidly at the end. But you basically tell me if in that moment, if their moment comes up that you feel like is for your character.
If I can get to the car, and I can get the remaining alive people to the car, I think I can use my moment.
Okay, keep that in mind if you can get them to the car.
So I'm gonna, just in this moment, Jonas, the car's stopped. Snap the fuck out of it. Come on. I think I can get us out of here. You two help. Come on. Pick him up. Drag him.
At this point, Jonas's punches would have. He's still throwing his arms, but it's emotional, lazy, sobbing while doing it.
I think Jesse's like realized the gravitas and like slumped back off of Jonas and is just like in disbelief that this has happened.
Yep.
She can.
Yeah, Mira's stood back. She hasn't got any closer, but she's not looking at Jonas, she's looking at Charlie.
Earlier on, you told me that you didn't want to die. Get up. Now. We are going to die if we stay here.
He doesn't move.
Okay.
He slumps down onto Charlie
Yeah.
for what's left of him.
Absolutely.
I'm going to move towards the car.
Okay. You start moving towards the car. The figure that was in it in this moment where there's an argument happening, and obviously they don't quite know what's going on, has run off by now into whatever awaits in the woods. The car is still there though. Mira, Jesse, are you just standing there? Is there anything else that you're doing in this moment?
It sounds awful.
Mm-hmm.
But once Jonas has got off of Charlie's body, whenever that is, she will deeply apologise to Charlie, say, "You were always really nice, and I'm sorry I wasn't nicer." But she will try and get the backpack off him because the books are in there.
Yeah. I imagine before Charlie slumped to the ground, the backpack would have slid off anyway. You're able to grab that easily. You have your books.
I am truly sorry. She isn't looking at Jonas anymore. And starts walking towards the car.
Jesse's gonna stand up and kind of walk around to Jonas, and the hand with the bracelet on, and she's just gonna reach it out in front of him as like to help him up. But he definitely sees the bracelet when I do.
He takes the hand.
As you take the hand, the remaining headlights go out. Anyone with a candle, it's long out by now. The only thing that you have left lighting your way is a flickering torchlight.
Gotta go.
Yeah. You guys start heading towards the car. Jonas, are you getting pulled along with him?
Yeah.
Those figures, almost unnaturally, seem to be closer than you realised. Robbie, you've gone forward ahead of people toward the car. You reach the car, no problem. Obviously, whoever was in it, if it is Bug, did something to it, found it wasn't quite working how they wanted to, and left it. So we're going to roll to see how functional the car is to get you from A to B. You have 3 dice left in your dice pool. If you roll.
This is where I wanted to use my moment. Because they are coming. They are here. And my moment says that I will use my scientific, I'm an engineer, knowledge to get one over on them. And I want to use my moment to fix the car.
Okay, it goes to an immediate roll anyway. So if you roll, 3d6.
Yeah.
We lose a dice. You did succeed on your moment though. If you roll, so next to where your moment is on your roll 20 character sheet, there is a little dice thing. If you click on that, you succeeded in gaining your moment, but I still technically have narrative control at the moment.
I rolled my hope dice and succeeded.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. In which case then, yeah. You tell me what happens.
I get in the car and I look immediately under the steering wheel, and somebody's done an absolutely piss poor job of trying to hotwire the car, and that's why it's stalled. And I managed to get the engine going and flick the lights on and just scream, "Get in the car!" I don't know how far this car's going to get us though. I just know I've got it started and it will move.
That's fine. So whenever you make a roll now, and only you, you have your hope dice to roll alongside it. My other 3, you are trying to head towards the car basically before whatever is here catches up with you. So one of you, I'm probably going to say Jonas, because I don't think you've rolled for a little bit. I need you to roll 2d6. See if you make it or not. Okay. You succeeded, so you don't lose any dice. However, I got 3 6s, so fortunately, that will be with me. You guys race forward. As you do, you get to the car, no problem. Those things are moving so quickly though. They've already taken over where Charlie's body was. They're approaching extremely quickly. You all manage to get into the car. But Jonas specifically, as you do get into the car, you hear a scream in the woods, not very far. Sounds exactly like your daughter.
I am going to look at Jesse, and Jesse only.
Okay. Jesse, you'd recognise the scream as well. You've probably heard her do it as fake for some kind of student horror film. Definitely much more emotion in this one than she showed when she was trying to act.
I think the moment that Jonas looks at Jessie, he just sees her eyes starting to well in recognition of that voice, and probably the recognition he needed to confirm what he heard.
He's just going to mouth the words, "Thank you." And he's going to get out of the car.
Okay.
And I'm going to run.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Where's he going?
What? Go back.
Well,
I'm just going to go
this has
to
gone
wherever that voice was and find her.
very badly.
Okay. By three in the car, are you letting this happen?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw the car into reverse and try and reverse over as many of the oncoming creatures as I can.
Okay. We'll get to that in a moment. Jesse, before the car gets thrown into reverse very, very quickly, are you staying in the car or are you leaving?
No, I think I'm getting out of the car, and I want to do everything I can in my willpower to help Jonas succeed in what he wants to do right now.
Yep.
So I think I'm gonna pull out the alcohol, and I'm just gonna like rip a bit of like fabric from like my clothes, shove it in the top, and then with the lighter from the camping pack, I'm setting fire to that, and I'm launching that into this like oncoming horde that I can see.
Sounds like a roll to me.
Yeah, it does.
2d6, please.
Oi, buddy.
We're in the end game now. Not to quote Avengers. Disney is really going to come after me this time. Okay. Jesse, you like the Molotov cocktail. You do it quite deftly, quite quickly, putting the fabric in and lighting it. And as you're looking out at those creatures, you freeze. All those visions of what happened to you start streaming back. Seeing those cuts, those weird things, seeing people that you knew turning, noticing all these things. You freeze completely. And unfortunately, as you are stood by the car, and the flame goes into the bottle and it explodes, it's going to take out all three of our remaining people in the car. I'm gonna go back for 1 second because I think I should have done. It's Charlie, in your final moments, what was the last thing that you were thinking about?
After I kind of disposed of my dog, I found a flare and I just wrote on it "one last hope," and I planned on giving it to Jonas, and I put it in my backpack. That's what I was thinking of when he kind of finished the job.
I'll take that in a minute. Okay. Mira, what is the final thought that goes through your mind as you very quickly see Jesse freeze and you realise your time is...
That she wasn't able to find the answer. She knew that she was not the first choice, and that has stuck with her, so she has been trying to prove herself that she should have been the first choice. She wanted to make a difference, and she has not been able to find that answer.
Robbie, As you just successfully get this car going, you use your scientific knowledge to get one over on them and find a moment of hope. What are your final thoughts as you start to get engulfed into...
Robbie's teething. He has nobody, had nobody in his life to think about, apart from, you know, maybe the one that got away when he was at college and he ignored her, and that sort of briefly goes through my mind. But no, he's just angry that he didn't get to finish his work and that these people slowed him down.
Absolutely fair. Okay. Jesse, as you are frozen in place looking at these creatures, what are the final thoughts that go through your mind?
I think it's these flashes of like what happened to her that just don't make sense, jumbled, and the eyes and scars and all of that, but it's intercepted with the hope that this will be enough for Jonas, the only real father figure she's had for the last 10 days. Hopefully making it and reuniting. Like, hopefully this massive wall of fire that's now just going to be created will be a deterrent for them.
Hopefully, yeah. Okay. The car explodes. But all us. We'll go into what is more than likely going to be our final round of trees, but we'll see. Rolls could get extremely lucky, I guess. I'll start with the truth. In all the chaos of the fight and running to the car, Jesse drops the camcorder, so it was not engulfed in flame. Lewis, I'll come over to you for our final truth.
Jonas hears the explosion.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only guilt for one of those people dying. The other two he couldn't care less about.
Okay. Final truth, I suppose, is that one of you is still alive. Jonas, you're running through the woods, trying to catch up to the scream. I mean, immediate roll, of course. 2d6. Damn. Okay, we both got a success. Fortunately, it goes in my favour. You sprint, adrenaline pumping through you. You think you wouldn't have much left considering all that's happened in those final few minutes. You run forward racing. You catch up to where the scream was emanating from. You look around. There's no one here.
I'm going to start screaming bug.
Okay.
Over and over.
Yeah. We'll go into rolls again. You scream bug. Over and over and over. As you scream bug continually until you're practically losing your voice, you're left without a light source. You didn't even think about it, you just sprinted. Paternal instinct taking over. As you're screaming, you can hear these guttural moans taking over, and then mimics voices of your friends, or your associates at least. You hear Charlie saying, "It's your wife, it's your wife, it's your wife, it's your wife." You hear your own voice saying thank you to your friends that you left moments ago. You hear the explosion echoing around you as well. It definitely would have ended by now. But they're surrounding you as voices of your friends, all those things that have just been happening, go again and again and again. You do finally hear in the distance a scream. Dad? As all these creatures enclose around you. The faces of your friends. The half-beaten face of Charlie. The faces of your friends that have just potentially exploded. Well, actually, you don't technically know what happened to them, but you heard an explosion. It's not hard to think about. You haven't heard them since. You didn't hear a car pull away. You see the faces of all your associates around you as they start to tear into you. What are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts would be flashes of his wife, flashes of his daughter, and then it would move to flashes of what he did to Charlie. And being grateful that Jesse reminded him of his daughter. And he, although didn't have his daughter with him, he had someone who felt like she was around. So just gratitude and guilt.
As all those things go through your mind, you see the face of Jesse staring at you as you take your final breath and pass away, hoping beyond hope that maybe your daughter survives whatever is out here. Technically have one candle left. As all of you in the various places that you've been left, although you will live on in these strange creatures that are taking over the world, as you all lay there, dying, these creatures having taken out a fair number, get distracted by other noise, other light sources, and move away from this place. Jonas's daughter, maybe being raised by Jonas in particular, fairly handy, pretty smart, has watched enough horror films to know some of the ways to survive, managed to hide herself away. She walks back through the forest, and knowing or hearing that these things took over her mother and then were what she assumed mimicked her father, walks back through the forest when she thinks that they're clear. She finds her dad's body, drops to her knees and grieves, but knows that she doesn't have enough time to sit there properly and grieve for him. She heads back towards where the car was and finds a wreck, exploded. But as she moves away from the car, she notices something that's familiar to her. A camcorder. She knows it's her friend's, and she decides to see what the tape is inside. Now she clicks play. Some of you might remember you recorded messages.
Should be perfect. Action. Well, we did it. Me and the nerds were getting out of this absolute dump of a lab. If you're watching this, hopefully it's at some mega red carpet event at the debut of my documentary, The Secrets of Them. let's be real, not that lucky. So if you're seeing this, it's probably not a good sign. But, you know, hopefully you made it, and anything that I've captured on this camera helps to find out what happened and find out how to put a stop to it. Best of luck to you if we aren't successful. And if we are, beat you to it, I guess. Anyway, Jessie out. See you later.
This is Professor Mira Harrington. 10 days since the sun went. I may have found something. But before I can prove my theory, I need a final piece of data. One we cannot gain from here, especially now that the generator is failing. We'll be heading out to the observatory. There may still be an analogue record of the data I need, and if I can get it, it might hold some of the answers. I don't even know who I'm leaving this to. I don't have anyone left. Not anymore. Not from before. All that will remain of my time here is my work. Somewhere in that, I hope there is still a fragment of light. Yeah. Stars are just memories of brightness. Maybe that's all we ever were. If I can get the answers, then no one will ever hear this, because we'd have solved the problem.
Hey, little bug. It's your dad. I don't know if this'll ever reach you, but I have to try. I've found a group of really smart people. Good people. They think they can stop this, so I'm helping them. I'm protecting them. I looked for you, Bug, every town, every day. But you're with your mum and you're safe. Just know, I love you.
So this is it. This is me, Robert, leaving my final words. Not that anybody is around to care. No wife, no children. And Mum and Dad died a long time ago. So I don't even know who I'm leaving this for. But if you do find this, it means that I've gone. A life's work down the toilet. I spent my life in pursuit of knowledge and betterment. And yeah, may have took some shortcuts and cut some corners along the way. But I think we could have done this. But with you finding this message, that means it's done. And it was all a waste. My research will be at the lab, in my journals. It may help, if there's anybody even left. I wish you luck. Maybe if I'd have spent a little bit more time with my foot off the gas, things would be a little bit different for me now, and I'd be leaving this for somebody who cared. Good luck.
Hoping this thing's on. I wasn't too fussed about making this recording, but the group said it'd be good for me to kind of get over what we just went through, I suppose. In the utility cupboard, you'll find the remains of Colonel, my bull mastiff dog. Probably the only thing that loved me in this life. And maybe it's in the water or maybe it's in the air, but after 7 good years, Colonel turned on us in the night. Turned on me, I should say. The others don't know it yet, but he did bite me. And we don't know what that means. We don't know how anything works in this world anymore. But he's gone. I made sure of it because I care for him, not because I retaliated, because I don't want him to live a life where he can't even enjoy his favourite people just as much as I enjoyed him. I didn't want to stab him. I didn't want to set fire to him. But we just don't fucking know how this thing works. If you're hearing this message, then fuck, I hope you have a better time in this world than we have. We're not coming back. And you probably won't ever meet us.
With that, she keeps the recorder with her, whatever battery life it has left, and goes on. If we run this again, maybe we'll find out more about what happened to her. But that's the end of our tale. And now it feels really weird to do like a really warm outro, but that brings us to the end of tonight's Bar Charts Dark Skies. A huge thank you to my players here. You did absolutely incredibly, gave me a lot to work with, and yeah. I realise you're all slightly emotionally destroyed, and asking you to plug yourselves now is probably not the best. However, no time like the present.
What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. Please come and play with me again. I'll go around each of you. If you just tell us where to find your socials and anything you might want to plug yourselves, if you have got the emotional capabilities right now. Connor, you've had to cope with your death in this game for the longest. I'll start with you.
I welcome it. Yeah, Connor Kinsey. We're on a D&D Explainer comedy podcast, How to Play D&D. That's the website and Instagram. And Black Mark Clothes, D&D inspired streetwear.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Johnny, I'll come to you.
Johnny, I'm on Instagram, big_dice energy. Mainly just posting little clips of our actual play on YouTube, which is linked from the Instagram. It's Big Dice Energy again. And yeah, posting pictures of Connor's lovely t-shirts as well.
I feel like that's a lot of what we all do at the moment. Yeah, nice. Lewis, if I come to you.
So I'm the DM for Lads, Lasses and Liches. We are at Lads, Lasses, Liches on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. We've got it somewhere out there. We stream live on Twitch on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Come and check us out.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Becca, I'll come to you.
So yeah, I'm Becca, and I'm on Instagram as Misty Moon Illustrations. Do art commissions and shit like that. I do drawing. I just this week I've quit my full-time employment.
Ooh.
And I'm going part-time, so I have lots of space for commissions and stuff. And hit me up. And myself and G are in another actual play show called 20-Sided Tales. Check us out. Shit up.
And then G, last but not by no means least.
Yeah, I'm G. You can find me online at TTRP.gee. Usually just doing a funny in my stories. If I'm not doing that, then I'm playing a roguey rogue on 20-Sided Tales. And if I'm not doing that, then I am doing professional social media for Moonshine Adventure Company. So yeah.
Great, thank you very much. There will have undoubtedly been a lot of adverts that you've been able to see throughout the stream, so please check everybody out, follow people on socials, and support the lovely people that have decided to come and play this horrible game with me. But of course, thank you to everyone watching, whether you watch live with us on Twitch or caught the VOD later on YouTube or Spotify. It truly means the world, and it keeps the stories rolling. If you did enjoy if you enjoyed tonight's show, please make sure to follow us and subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, Spotify. You can find us on social media. It's all at NomadicBar93. Come and see all the random shit that I also post on socials. Our next bar chat will be, probably quite thankfully for some of the players, a complete genre twist, where we'll be diving into Daggerheart and playing a cheesy, cozy Christmas story instead to wrap up the year with laughter and smiles. I'm sure that a lot of these players are hoping or wishing they'd chosen that instead of this one. But keep an eye on our socials for the dates when that will go live and the cast announcements. You will see a few familiar faces, I'm sure, from this. Until then, I've been Luke, your nomadic Bart, and this has been Bar Chat, so good night, and thank you very much for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.